We are here and we are back once again with that of Soul Hunter Academy, episode 22. Glad we've made it so far, honestly. Could be concerning to some, to me, fantastic. Let's things work out for a second here as I fix a few things. Give me a second as I will ask any of you guys here for a lovely little inspiration who wants to give a lovely little recap for last time.
So,
You guys mind if I
last
do it?
time on Soul Hunter Academy, we did a bunch of downtime stuff. Each one of us went over what we were doing during 2 months, 3 months of downtime. Some of us chose some things while other of us chose other things. Some of us succeeded, some of us failed. We also chose favorite teachers as well as allies and enemies from the various students. Some of us chose the same people, some of us didn't. I kind of forget specifics. Then we took an exam, and one of us passed with A's, and the rest of us, we didn't really fail, but we didn't get A's. Big Rat did better than most of us, though. Down. After that, some of us went snooping around in the school. We decided to snoop around the principal, or I guess no, vice principal's office. This is confusing. Got in there without anyone noticing, thankfully. Did some snooping around, found various things, hit a couple times as we not only had an encounter with a couple of the patrols, but also an encounter with a couple of students that were also going to the principal office to find information about one of their dads, I guess. Which they apparently found and went into a secret passageway. And then we hid from the guards again and they left through the secret passageway because we set it up such that they would. And then we opened up a chest and found a brain in a jar, among other things. You might have muted yourself.
Yes, you're correct. And with that being you lot as you guys in specific, at least you three, and Corona and Liv, you all are now represented with a choice. And in this choice is kind of just more of what do you guys want to do now? Because we're starting exactly where you guys have pretty much said where we've left off with that of revealing a brain. And we have the camera on, so
Yeah, for some reason, it was denying permission for Discord to access my cam. So,
Now the question is there anything in this chest other than the brain? Or is it just the brain?
it's pretty much just the brain. Like,
Is it labeled?
does the brain have a name?
Yeah, does it have a name on it? Is it Jim?
it is just a brain that appears to be 3 times the size of what a normal brain would look like in a pretty decently sized jar.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is somebody's lunch. Amp, you wanna cast mending on the lock?
I will cast mending on the lock.
Just close that?
Yeah, we're just gonna close it. Nothing was seen.
You see, as you're closing it, it looks like the brain moved a little bit.
No.
Yeah, it's okay, buddy. We aren't gonna
Just
touch
keep
you.
that-
You'll be eaten
Yeah.
later.
Yep,
It's
just
okay,
keep
I'm
that closed.
sure you're delicious to mind flayers.
I'm just making sure. You guys, what are you all thinking now? Do you guys just proceed to call it for that of the night? Try to head back home?
Guys, is there anything else you guys want to do? Because we're not following through the patrol and
Why-
engaging in that. I'm
Why not? You guys know how to.
I mean, they're still in the school searching for, I guess, dad stuff. That's their own thing, really. We're just searching around to see if there's anything suspicious, which I guess this dad stuff would count as being suspicious.
Yeah,
But I don't know what that's
is,
about.
that stuff is the reason why we're here. His dad is the principal. So, I mean, they're trying to figure out what happened to the principal, too. So we're pretty much on the same side, which is why I was going to help him.
Well, is the principal that guy's dad? It could just be something
Oh,
unrelated.
they're just both the only Leonins in the school.
I mean, there's more Leonins in the world than just 2 Leonins.
Have you seen another Leonin in the school? Also, I'm pretty sure he mentioned by name. Either that or like he said something about this being his dad's office or something like that.
I don't remember that being mentioned, but sure. So, we following or we going? I'm cool with either option. Just remember, I can't stealth. Or barely.
okay. So
I
what do
mean,
we think the consequences are? They get caught and they get punished by the school?
Whatever that means.
Like, how bad could that be?
Expulsion? Maybe?
yeah.
Okay. Expulsion and sent out to the world in which it's gonna kill them. The thing that they don't want to do in the first place.
Well, they have access to teleporters now, so they can just teleport them home, wherever that is.
Okay, so not a danger to their life.
Yeah, well, I don't want them to get expelled. You're just looking for his dad. I mean, y'all can leave. And I can make a distraction, and then I can run with. But if y'all don't want to fight, then I'm not going in there. I'm with sail.
Because, objectively speaking, we're just 2 completely separate groups of people who decided to investigate the vice principal's office. Basically for funsies.
Pretty much.
So,
Well, for them, it's probably not as fun because it's their dad that's missing.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, we have a moving brain inside the chest that we're going to ignore. We have 2 very much undead. Unless they have really weird tastes in their day-to-day life. Patrol people. And we have 2 students who clearly have an escape route.
Yeah, but you don't know if there's an escape route. It could just be a secret room. Probably a route leading out of the school or into safety.
Sure, but they clearly snuck in. They had to sneak past the guards. Right, so if it's another room, they could clearly, being that at least one of them has the ability to pick locks, I'd assume is probably also capable of hiding from the 2 undead people. You know, the 2 undead people that even Corona hid from for a little bit?
Well,
Hid is a strong word.
yeah.
Just kind of hid twice. Failed once,
Hey,
but best 2 out of 3, right?
I mean, I'm still here to tell the tale.
But like, objectively speaking, I'm pretty sure they'll be fine. If we really want, you know, Corona can head out because Corona's not stealth. We can check on them because I still have passive without trace up, and you can be anything.
Anything is also a strong word.
You became a mimic. You can be anything.
Well, we can leave, and I can make a distraction once we're outside the school.
Is he still a mimic?
No.
Did you transform a second time?
Into a mimic? No.
Okay.
No, because to get into the door, I was gonna turn into one to get into the key lock, but we ended up not doing that.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yep.
Once the coast is like clear, like almost right outside the building where we snuck in, I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals, and I'm going to summon two direwolves, and that's also kind of a weird spell for me because like the oil just drops off my body, or whatever substance it is, and turns into the animal.
Yeah.
And then they're just gonna start howling and growling and barking down the hallways to try to just take the attention off everyone. not before, after we leave.
Okay.
Just to see if hopefully those ghosts will stop trying to find those people.
Lights start turning on in other parts of the academy, in other parts of the place, and they're just like, "Whose dog is yeah?"
And then we can leave.
With that being said, I won't say what happens after that, as I don't think they'll know. But but later on, you all proceed back to home base, as you will get that of your long not now. You'll get that of a short rest at the very moment. Going into that Sunday here, as we will be passing by just a little bit, just like a little bit of RP here and there that you may or may not have had from wanting to talk with that of Glacier, or maybe that of Shaka, considering that they are not here at the very moment. Who knows doing what? But for now, you guys are all up. It's a Sunday. What do you want to do?
You guys got any other ideas? Any exploration things?
I mean, not in the school. I mean, unless we go around just looking for secrets.
Yeah, we could just be outside of the school instead of having to bypass all the other stuff. Hey,
I mean, do
wonder
you guys want to
whatever
visit? You want to visit the other two? You know, the other two who were definitely gonna get chased down by the patrol.
Oh yeah.
They're the same
can-
year as us, so they'd be in our building.
Yeah. Slithers and Yorin. We could go talk to them.
Okay.
I don't believe I have either of them as an enemy.
I know one of us has one. Oh, it's Saka that has him as a friend. So none of
Yeah.
us.
If we do go
What?
talk to them, I guess. What would we talk to them about? Just like seeing them in the school, or what? Or what's our plan of action?
I mean, first off, it's just to check if they, were
Oh yeah,
there,
to see if they exist.
right? But secondly, you know, just to see.
Make a group investigation.
Cool. I've also summoned my horse.
Okay.
It does.
We're
It doesn't
all
help. I was just letting you know that I have the horse.
we just have a horse walking down the hallway.
My
It's my,
investigation is that of nothing.
I'm just gonna say that you guys definitely do not find those two in specific. You can find most other people, but not them.
Well, either they got caught or they're back sleuthing around.
Give me 1 second. Let me just remove my thing. I stopped concentrating
Oh
on that
yeah,
a
if you
while
guys
ago.
want, you can go back with pens and paper and copy down the exam stuff.
Uh,
I could also take off my armor this time.
I will say,
given that they were really close to me, uh, did either of the two have any particular pieces of clothing on them? Trinkets? Anything?
Well, I mean, they did pick up that piece of paper that we know about.
are you talking about did they take anything, or are you talking about what did they have?
Need either or.
Because the only thing you guys know that they took was that of the blueprints of the.
I mean, if you're doing locate object, couldn't you just like locate object Slither's robes?
Basically, yeah. I can also locate object that specific piece of paper
Yeah,
because
the
that was
blueprints.
within 30 feet of me.
Yeah.
So, you know what? Liv just goes, why are we doing this the regular way? We're in school. Why am I trying to save spell slots?
There will never be a fight in this school.
There
Ever.
will never be a fight in the school ever. Not like we've had a fight in the school before.
You speak as if I use second level spells for anything other than Misty Step.
That's true.
Fair. Also, I haven't had a. I guess we've had a short rest, not a long rest, but I haven't used any spells. Other
Yeah,
than
we're gonna
Find
cast
Steed, but-
locate object on
The blueprints.
specifically the blueprints.
How much is 1,000 feet?
1,000 feet.
It's 1,000 feet.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like in a distance of like, it's like football fields.
How large is football field feet?
Football
Okay,
field is
football-
160 feet.
160 feet wide, 360 feet long.
Ah.
So we're doing the great old American take it from one decent space of measurement to football fields. It's about
So 6 and
3 football fields long.
Okay. You will locate the object in where you would almost feel like that in the direction towards that of the academy.
Yep, they be Luthen.
it doesn't say anything in specific else. Just if you're near the academy at the moment.
Maybe sleuthing.
So you guys want to go towards the blueprint?
Do you want me to take off my armor this time?
No, we don't have to sneak anymore. It's daytime.
Daytime.
Oh, cool.
Let's go visit the school.
Let's go visit the school. Totally not like my lungs are burned from all that smoke.
You got a short rest. Roll some hit die.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Let me do my short rest stuff.
Fantastic. So put this map back to light. Stop this music
Does
here.
his thing affect hit die?
Does what?
The doubling of all healing.
Oh, my
No. It doesn't
Cool.
count towards that of like that's like natural healing. It's like any unnatural, I guess, healing you could say, like healing potions,
cool.
healing spells.
Yeah, you mean my eternal vigor?
Eternal
Yeah.
vigor.
Yeah, the funniest the funniest thing for the paladin to have. Oh yeah, I guess something that I guess I'll bring up is that Corona was probably doing some meditation during her short rest. Is like, I figured it out. I know what path I'm gonna take. And she has chosen the path of the true justice, I believe was the name of it. And you've already given me the stuff. I was just letting the other players know that that's the path I chose.
The true justice.
So now I can have 2 powers at a time.
His powers, bro. For now,
Did it?
what that may mean yet hasn't come into play. So, continuing on towards that of to the school, you still detect it's still more into the inside of the school. I'm assuming that still keeps going. Yeah.
Yep.
Still more into the school, so you'd actually have to enter the school. Now, here's a neat little thing here that you may or may not know. In character, I'll let you decide that whether yourself or you know or don't know. When I was talking about clubs before, this is especially kind of like a good day for clubs. So a lot of those clubs per se would be open towards today. If you want to know some of them, I can kind of go over through some of them. However, I'm letting you know that because the halls, as they may not be filled as they once were, are still a little bit filled here and there, or at least some classrooms.
Liv just blinks. This place has clubs.
I guess.
Yeah, I heard they had a really
Liz
good
wasn't.
cooking club.
The
You could
coin, you
probably
can spend a
spread your chips.
Huh. The more you know. Anyways, that away! And Liv points to
Yeah.
wherever he's feeling the goddamn blueprint as he continues walking.
Give me a second to go through this. Here we go. At the very moment, you're going through a couple of different hallways, more down into what I'd almost would say is more towards the right side of this entire academy over here. You will end up finding yourself at a more distinguished how do I put it? It's not that the hall is nicer looking than the rest of the places, is that when you get close to that of this specific door in this doorway, you see as it's almost a very well made, like very big um double door made out of wood and metal frames. Like it was very nicely made, but looks strangely weird because it looks really reinforced for one or another type of reasons. And you feel wherever that direction is coming from, it's coming from in that door. Do you care to read the sign on the door? Or not on the door, it's like next to the door.
Sure. What's the sign say?
Um,
Fight Club.
which one? Which one? Which one? Which one?
Fight Club. Honestly, if we have to join Fight Club to talk to these people, I'm down.
Um, it's not like it's like a mix. It's kind of like a few different things, but I'm just gonna dim it down and say it says Smith Works on there.
Creation stuff. So,
Neat.
do you guys want to gently open the door, or do you guys want to kick it open?
I mean, it's not like they know that we know that they know that we know that they know.
I'm gonna knock on the door, and Liv knocks on the door
Liv, are you
like
at
a normal person.
Liv? Are you the only one at the door?
I think all of us are kind of there. I just he's the one knocking at it.
Liv,
Yeah.
give me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage as you didn't know it was coming. As
Hey,
as
you have a +5.
as you will notice as you go and just go and knock on the door normally, for some reason, oh my goodness, I see the
The
rolls.
disparity.
The
Anyways,
It
that's a
added the 5
12.
already. I think it
Yeah.
added the 5.
That is disparity. Anyways, you will not have noticed. You almost like a sixth sense or something for a second, kind of pull yourself back, like maybe I shouldn't. As you feel the just weight of the doors being like just poof, right on open, one of the door frames unhinging right off, as you are now prone on the ground, as you will take probably about 10 bludgeoning damage as you've been put a little bit into the dirt. Live as you feel the weight and body of what you feel to be some kind of small creature, but not quite.
1 second as I roll a concentration save. We're fine.
Yeah, fucking classic anime ass shit.
And when I say small creature, I wasn't referring to like it's just a small like little creature. I mean like it's a smaller kind of race, almost to be that representing of a gnome. Would you care to introduce yourself?
I assume it's me?
Yes.
Oh, hello, I'm Krabby. I'm a sorcerer attending this school to find out more about my magic. As I am not good at controlling it.
Sup?
Hi.
Of course. The regular introduction to great. Can somebody help me out here? I'm out of spell slots.
Well, I can't heal you, but I can bring you up.
You
I
you will see do you want to explain how your character looks a little bit?
Just a small gnome with brown hair and glasses, pretty average looking.
Fair enough. As you will maybe you might be potentially getting up, maybe might be the other way around. Either way, you see as smoke coming out from that of the room, as some people even start to kind of like come out a little bit coughing, and there is a couple people in actually not even a couple, there's probably quite a few people heading out of the room, of people you don't recognize, people you students you wouldn't have even really known too much about, but you already know that they're supporter students. So not really too much to really name in specific, but what comes out after probably the most of them uh, is that of a basically it's still that of a small creature, but it's has the height of about 4 feet, representing that of a goblinoid of sorts, more of a goblin with the taller side. You hear ah, oh, how many times have I to tell you this? Where is he? As she waves around that of the smoke from her eyes a little bit, clears up, and sees that of the lovely gnome we have here. You. I don't know how many times we have to tell you, if you're going to do something very dangerous and very powerful all the time, you need to learn to control it. And with the amount of resources we've had to go through, for the multitude of times we've had to have this discussion.
Hello.
I don't know who you
Hey.
are, but not now.
Wanna chip?
No,
Oh.
I'm sorry. How do you say? Is it just Queeby? Quebby?
Maybe.
I'm sorry, Quebby. It's not gonna work out. And no matter how much you try, you're just gonna have to accept until you get whatever it is wrong with you fixed. It's never going to work out with any of your studies. None of them.
I'm
Aren't you
sorry.
being a
Damn.
little harsh?
5 seconds into saying hello and you get dumped by a girl. But no, on an actual serious note, can somebody get this door off of me?
Yeah.
It's not the door,
Corona
it's the gnome.
goes over. Corona goes over, just picks Liv up, just like, ugh.
It's okay. The gnome is the door now. Anyways.
Yes. Hello, Klebby, and so, isn't it a little harsh to say that none of his efforts are gonna be whatever the word you said it was? Successful?
I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you are coming up to me about something you don't even particularly know about. But if you so insistently going to put your nose in, after the amount of money and resources we've had to spend dealing with all the messes of the cleanup afterwards that he creates, we have decided it is no longer worth the fruition that could potentially be of something that is shown to have no progress.
Fair enough. Can I walk in?
What? No. Do you not see it as
Aw.
smoking?
And? It's smoke.
Ah, yes. You know what? Go ahead.
Thing.
I'll lend a hand to Klebby as well. Be like, do you need help getting up?
Yes, thank you.
Liv, you proceed on in, and as you're going inside, you feel as if you're getting shorter and shorter.
Like breath or like physically?
No, physically, you're getting shorter. Almost maybe
yeah,
like the
Liv.
leaves growing around you.
Liv's only reaction is, "Ooh, I see. Neat." Anyways, still gonna keep on going. But this isn't permanent, right? It's never permanent.
You keep on
I mean, you were
going.
turned into a snake once, so.
And as you keep on going, you see it is a bunch of fog to go through. And for some reason, at this point, that 1,000 feet really looking pretty like the good distance at this point.
Like it feels further away, or
Oh, it definitely is gonna feel further away with how small you got.
I see, I see. But it's not an object in motion, yes?
Um, It is. It's like an object in this in a little bit of motion.
Ah, like paper flapping around. I see, I see. I'm just gonna go. Man, why couldn't have this just been another snake transformation? As he continues walking towards the blueprints.
All right,
Uh,
we're gonna be on a quite an adventure for a little
So-
bit there. So,
so,
back to
Clappy.
this person.
So, Clubby, you're, I guess in this situation, you want to join the rats?
I mean, I just got kicked out of this group, so sure, why not?
Well, welcome to the rats. I'm Corona Ray. This is Amp. That was live. We got a couple other people as well. Glacier and Ashaka. They're back at home base. We are students of this academy. I guess the same as you.
Yep.
We would probably need the principal's approval for this, but we've done it like 3 times already, so I'm sure he'll understand.
Hey, what exactly are you doing?
Oh, having you join the rats.
Oh, fair enough then.
But what was the situation going on? It seems you're having trouble controlling your magic or something.
Yes, ever since I was born, I had magical powers, but I've never been able to control them. So sometimes I just sort of blow up or do other wild things.
Ah, that's actually pretty cool.
Well, it's not cool to blow up your friends every time, but I am trying to get it under control, so maybe one day I can do it on purpose.
Maybe one day. Hey, Live, you doing good?
Should
I'm
we go
assuming I can
offline?
hear him, right?
No, that's a far distance.
Fair enough.
And
We'll do it.
she like even gives a small little countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As you all see, as the smoke starts to disperse a little bit by little bit, and with that, everything starts to become a little bit clearer. As live, you will feel yourself grow rapidly back into what is probably that of your normal size state. Give me a
There we go.
Constitution
I knew it
saving
wasn't
throw, as
a
that was
con.
a vast change.
Absolutely. I knew it wasn't gonna be permanent. 18.
You kept your stomach.
But imagine if it was permanent. You're just a tiny guy now for the rest of the campaign.
Happens. Now, anyways, where is that blueprint?
You say that as you could have whispered to yourself or whatever, but you say that as you see now that the room has been dispersed a little bit more clearly. At the end, there still was a couple of people around, but most of them seemed like they were just more so somewhat cowering around that of Yorin, who you can see clearly standing there as he now sees you, considering the room is a bit back to normal.
Hey, there you are. Cool, you're alive. That's all I needed to know. He's alive!
What?
Cool. How's Slithers doing?
Excuse me?
What?
Do I. Do you need something?
No, I was just checking if you were alive.
I guess I am.
Cool, 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 cool. Nothing hunting you down?
No.
Neat.
Be super suspicious and leaves.
Liv just leaves. He's fine. He did the thing. He doesn't care.
Yoran will remember this. Fucking tails. Tails Spire moment.
I don't know what to tell you. That's kind of what
You know, and as he just casually walks off, and walks out the door, Liv looks at the woman who he still never got the name of again, and just goes, "Are you sure you don't want a ship?"
Get out.
Fair enough. Good luck with that. Yeah, it was fun.
Also, yep.
The smoke, I mean, the smoke transforming you, it was fun.
It's fun. We're gonna have fun.
Amp, you got anything to talk to other people about?
Not really. I don't really talk to many people.
Yeah, we should probably find the VP to get him Quabo over here as part of the rats. Also, we should probably figure out what your situation is, Amp, with the school. Because I guess you're now a student.
Did he ever
I don't know
register
what's
as a
going on.
student?
He got registered as a student.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
just like,
So he got registered as a student as part of us, but I guess he was just kicked out of that Quabo over here. So we should probably get the VP to get him as part of the rats.
The issue with Quaby here is, so he's gone through a lot of different of the studies, and he can explain this if he wants to, aka if he wants to say this to you guys, that's up to him, but I'm letting him at least know. A lot of the groups that you've been a part of, a lot of different type of studies that you keep trying to get into, any of the clubs you try to join, it always becomes this same thing. And this was one of the last few clubs you could join without just trying to become that of a soul hunter itself, which is considerably one of the hardest things to do.
I did sort of say that I keep blowing up my friends, so
Yeah.
I can probably imagine this isn't the first time.
Yeah. Corona's just like, I mean, we've got Live, who was brought to the school. We got Amp, who we brought in from the middle of nowhere. We had Object, who was a student. One of the what were they called again?
he was trying to be like an attorney or something.
No, not that. The other group of people that aren't the soul hunters, the people who help the soul hunters.
Support classes?
Support group, yeah. He was the
There
support
we
group
go.
member that we got part of the soul hunters temporarily. So we could get you as part of the soul hunters. Easy.
It's okay. Just face your fear of death, realize that the people around you will die, and, you know, deal with it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine if your magic goes haywire. Just if you happen to be exploding all your allies, instead of being in the middle of your allies when you explode, be in the middle of the enemies.
Well,
That too.
I'll try.
We are... Yes.
All right. So, with that being said, what are you guys going to do for that the rest of the day? As you can explore technically other clubs if you really wanted. You can actually also just make your own club.
Yeah, I think Corona would
there's
like to try to find a
few
vice
different
principal to
things.
get Quaby.
It's really not too hard, because you will eventually find the vice principal, and he won't have an issue with them, more so because Quaby doesn't have too many choices left, considering that
Like,
this power
hey.
needs to be tamed somehow. The only capable way of for people that could have any a semblance of what they could of basically survival with him around is soul hunter like groups.
Oh, speaking of which, where do we find the vice principal? Like, in his office?
Yeah, is he just in his office?
No, he'd be roaming around.
Hmm.
Cool.
All right. I do want to see what the current clubs are to make sure that we don't want to like make one. We could also just make one called Rats.
You know, we don't have to
The-
make a club.
the
We have
requirement-
other people to hang up with.
The requirement of making a club is it still needs to have like a focus, as well as
Damn.
what teacher is going to be like the club, like the person in charge of the club whenever. Sorry, I say in charge of the club, responsible for the club.
Hmm. Yeah, let's see what clubs are currently here so that we can choose if we want to join one or not.
Well, you guys saw the Smith Works. There's herbalism. There is cooking and baking, because who doesn't love to just have a little relaxing time and cook? There is theatrical arts. There's the Soul Riders. I can tell you easily already that one. The teacher of it is Barnabas Cluck, who indeed just enjoys kind of like seeing people constantly be riding on their soul waves of sorts. And then there might be a few other ones, but I don't have them all listed. But for the most part, those are the very important ones. And the reason why I was saying Smithworks is a couple of things, because Smithworks also includes that of like the research and development of their technology as well. So they like focus on a few different things generally.
So, anyways, who wants to go visit the other clubs? Otherwise, I think I'm gonna go find Samus. I haven't bothered her in a while. She needs to be bothered.
No, for whatever, it's a Sunday. We don't have anything to do.
Yeah, I can't think of anything in particular to do other than just generally search around the school campus for things here and there.
Alright, let's do some club visiting, because I don't actually know where Samus is.
You guys, if you're looking for someone in specific, except for Quaby, because Quaby wouldn't know, you can make me a group investigation check.
Sure.
I am a terrible friend.
I guess this person isn't part of my list of people, so I wouldn't know anything about them.
Oh my
And neither
goodness.
would Amp. Neither would
Nobody.
Amp.
Nobody.
I told you I don't talk to people.
To be fair, neither me nor Amp have Samus as part of our stuff, right?
Nope.
I don't think either of us have them as an ally or a friend.
I can definitely tell you spend a good bit of time looking for Samus, and she is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, well, let's go visit Herbalism. Gilly probably knows where Samus is. Do I know if Gilly's in Herbalism? No. Do I just want to visit Herbalism and see if Gilly's there? Yes.
Alert.
Sure, I'm up to visit.
Speaking of which, hey, Creepy.
Yeah?
What you got going on?
What do you mean?
What do you got going on? You know, that dude's a druid. And Liv points at Amp. That's a paladin. Oath and all.
Yep.
Don't know if it's to a god, but whatever.
Nope.
We've had an attorney who I'm pretty sure pretty sure is entirely faith-based, so I'm gonna call him a cleric anyways. Apparently, no, that's everybody I've kind of gone through that actually knows spells. What you got going on? Because I know it's magic-based. Wizard?
I'm a sorcerer.
Ah, yeah, nepotism. Always lovely. But it's
One
true.
man's a nepotist.
You know, we can talk about wizardry as just studious hard work. It's not. It's also nepotism and then studious hard work.
Ashaka,
Hello. I'm not late.
there's no fight club.
We don't know that. We haven't gone to look for one.
Well, we asked for all of the clubs, and he didn't tell us one of them was Fight Club.
I see.
He did also
So
say
we
that all of them are listed.
We gotta start Fight Club.
I mean, there might be a fight club, he just didn't list it.
That is insane.
Anyways. To
I mean, if his
herbalism,
notes don't say that there's a Fight Club, so canonically there is no Fight Club.
wherever herbalism is, assuming it didn't get cancelled because, I don't know, the teacher went evil.
No, that's Drake Deckard is now the teacher for all of the herb stuff.
Ah, right, that dude.
Yeah, the new clumsy teacher, as he has been described.
So anyways, what's herbalism like? If we even know where it is.
Yeah, you'll be able to find herbalism. You find herbalism as you will see that of your. Where is it? As you are right, you see that of Drake Deckard. Seeing him a bit closer now, you can see as he is somewhat of a meeker looking orc fellow. Slimmer body, still that of a clumsy as you would call it. But the thing that really makes it funny and interesting is when you see and look who is attending this class and seeing as Drake kind of like fumbles over a couple of things sometimes and tries to proceed to still teach that of a few different things, as most of the students are somewhat listening. But what makes it really weird is that here the students of interest that you see is that of Heaven Brightsteel, Heather Limelight, and Beatrice Cinders, as well as a lot more feminine students of this other supporter classes as well.
Liv
Makes sense.
literally glances at heaven and just goes, never mind. Like,
You're looking for Samus.
he was just casually glancing down, sees heaven, just goes, never mind. And
I'm
Samus
surprised
isn't even
Morgana
here
isn't here.
because we don't even know where Samus is.
We gotta see if there's a secret Fight Club. We gotta check.
There's nowhere there's a secret fight club. It'd probably be a public fight club. Come on, let's be real here.
No,
It's
but if
a
it's Fight
school.
Club, you can't be telling other people about Fight Club.
It's a school where you straight up have. Wait, do we have combat classes?
Yes.
Yeah, where we straight up have combat classes. Why would there be a secret fight club?
Because a secret Fight Club is
Our
cooler than a public Fight Club.
our main teacher, our homeroom teacher, is the teacher of the combat
Combat.
classes.
We could just ask him if there's a fight club, and if there isn't, we could just ask him if we can start one.
Amazing. Anyways, to food place we go.
To cooking. We took a look at herbalism, was like, nope, too boring.
Not even at herbalism. Liv was pretty chill, like glancing around, not really taking in herbalism, sees heaven, just goes, ew, and then walks away.
Did you say ew?
Just like in the casual, most
As in
teen way.
EW?
Yes, just in the casual, most teen way. He just goes, ooh, herbal, ew, never mind. But no, seriously,
Okay,
who's
here we go.
actually talked to
So-
heaven?
So
Heaven or Heather?
Heather. No, Gilly and Samus is who he's looking for.
So for the cooking of bacon class, because that's the one you want to go to. You
Actually, Heather is one of my friends that I chose. By the way,
Who?
Heather.
Ah.
I was talking about heaven.
Is it Heaven?
Yeah.
Yeah, Heaven Brightsteel instead of Heather Limelight.
Anyways, cooking class or club.
Or one
cooking
of the
and baking,
things.
you will see as that of Miu Ruki is
Makes sense.
definitely the one in charge, as you see that of a lot of pots basically being pots of like big like cauldrons of different things and assortment being made by different people in the classroom. And you can see she's even like very slow now. Don't want to make it go too fast or else it make it's not quite very fluffy bad. As people even start asking, teacher, are you putting on an accent? Let me try something fancy. Hush. And continue, sir. And with that, you will see Kenny Frito also
Hey.
also doing some cooking, stirring this food very slowly with some little bit of a magical hand there.
Well, that's
As
one of your enemies.
you will see that of Gilly, as she looks like she is making that of a stew herself as well. Looking more towards her pot though, in her cauldron, it looks like she's making some really weird and dark, like mixture. Like you almost swear if you knew this wasn't cooking and baking, you think that she's making a death potion.
So she burnt her food. Cool.
She's still stirring. You'll see that of Olgar in here as
Oh, Olgar.
he's just casually making some food. He's got the chef apron on and everything, but he's got the chef apron on like over his like armor and equipment. And it just has like the apron on it, just goes like world's best cook. And the last person who you were not expecting to see, you will see Ben as he is stirring his cauldron with knives.
Honestly, kind of. I don't know where I was gonna expect him to be, but here would make sense.
Will we do that with that information?
At any given point in time, well, assuming that this is just after she just goes, let me do something fancy. Liv's just gonna walk in and go, yeah, let her be cute. She can be cute when she wants. I don't know. Hi.
They're all just kind of turned to you. What?
What?
Can't you see we're in the middle of this? What do you need? Hurry up.
Oh no, I was actually just glancing by. I overheard a thing. Decided to talk. I can walk out.
And then I would say, please do. Our techniques are for that of ones inside of the club.
Fair enough, fair enough. And before he fully steps out, he is going to say, "Let me try some afterwards, Gilly."
Is Gilly your friend?
Yes.
She doesn't say anything, but she's like, with the fingers. She's like, got you, girl.
Well, there's Gilly. I still don't know where Samus is, but that's cooking class, and cooking class seems pretty cool. Or club.
Oh. Bro, my
I said-
coin is backwards.
Yeah, is there anybody anywhere else you guys want to visit, or like anything else you guys want to do?
Isn't
There's
there
just
one
been-
more club that isn't the smithing club?
Which club? Oh, Soul Riders.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
That's not the only one.
Well, you only gave us 4 names or 4 clubs.
Secret Fight Club.
Yeah, we gotta find a secret fight club after we
I told
check
you there
out
was a
this.
theatrical arts club.
Oh yeah, theatrical arts. I forgot about that. Well,
Don't
let's
worry,
check
guys.
out both of them.
We just have to find the right person.
We have to go to Mr. Greyhound. We have to ask him, and if he says no, then we're gonna start one.
Or we get like a shady invitation at lunch or something, you know?
Well, obviously, Mr. Greyhound will be the one who runs it because he's the combat teacher. So if we
Yeah.
ask him, and if he says no, then we're gonna start one.
Okay, I'm sorry because I'm a little behind on this, but how many classes do we take?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It's complicated.
Yeah, I can. I sent you the thing, right?
If did you send it in general?
I think it's in a homeroom. If you scroll up, you'll see a screenshot from me. Ah, here it is.
Yeah, there we
Terrifying.
go.
That one.
Regular week. Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. We did some snooping around, found a brain in a jar in the man's office. Yeah, let's go check out the Soul Riders, and then we can also check out theatricals just to see who's where.
Oh, and so we're just taking all those classes?
No, these are
don't know.
clubs.
Yeah,
all
these are
those classes.
clubs.
I assume we're taking a bunch of them.
You're taking
I don't
more
remember how many.
specifically. You guys actually put out. Yeah, let me scroll for a second up here because I know you guys actually put out all the classes in the chat that you could have chosen from.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
replied
have
to my
a whole
message.
list.
There you go.
Here we have history, history. Faculty. There we go. Got art of combat, history, soul weaver training, mathematics, apothecary, husbandry, astronomy, crafting, anatomy of runes, magical beasts, soul, meditation, and that's it.
And with that being
Bless you.
getting into it now. Now we go into the last 2 clubs here, really worth mentioning. Which one do you guys want to go to first? The Soul Riders or the Theatrical Arts?
Check out Soul Riders.
Not the theater kids.
Yeah, theater kids, they play too much Dungeons and Dragons. We can't be associated with them.
I bet what's his face is one of them. The guy we all hate.
Because this is
Destin or Devin.
Devin, yeah.
with
Yeah, everyone except for Glacier hates him.
Shocker, you could be in here this moment. You've probably just been in the background.
Mhm.
This is just a Sunday afternoon at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, hey Ashaka. This is Quebby. Quebby, this is Ashaka.
Hello.
What does Quebby look like over here? I missed the description part.
Let me see.
Small gnome. Just average looking brown hair, glasses.
Gotcha. She just like goes, nerd.
Okay, I will not apologize in case I blow you up in the future.
Yeah, you're already here. You're already in the spirit of the rats, Quebby. Already in the spirit of the rats.
You guys go towards that of the Soul Riders, and as you go towards that of the Soul Riders, it is kind of like at the very moment, not too much really going on. It is where the big field would be in the middle, here where it would be happening, and where you probably see some people using like their soul waivers, being that of soul technology that's helped you guys move around with the different movement styles it has, but no one's really actively doing that at the moment. You just see a couple of people having a conversation about a few things, being that of a teacher there, to be that of
Barnabas Cluck.
Barnabas Cluck, as well
Barnabas Cluck.
as only two students there, to be that of Gister
Hmm.
and Julius.
Hmm.
That of a more so normal human paladin, and that of a monk bird. What could they possibly be wanting to do here at this Soul Rider Club? That's anybody's guess.
Well, we visited.
Neat place. You guys know them?
I know their names, but not personally.
Hate that stupid bird.
There we go. I
On to
was
the theater
waiting for
kids.
But no, seriously, why do you hate the bird?
I don't want to talk about it.
Ashaka blames the bird for Cassius's death or something.
Aw, that's adorable. But yeah, no, get over it. Anyways,
Well,
I've said it once, I'll
let's go
say it
check
again.
out- Let's go check out the theater kids, I guess.
I was waiting for this.
We gotta find
Oh,
a
boy.
fight club. We gotta find a fight club.
This
I'll make it.
you see
If this
walking
isn't
in.
a secret fight club.
You see walking into this room. You don't really get a name for it. You just see like basically like a open entrance kind of deal. As you come on in, you will see that of
I swear, if Collins is a theater kid, I'm done.
Rukia Sunderstone. As you see, he is holding a dagger in his hands, slowly moving around in a circle. As he's slowly moving around in a circle, you will see that of Collins also moving around on the opposite side of the circle. As you will see them say both, on guard! On guard! As they both going at each other for their throats. And with that, you hear and see, as you will
No,
see,
he's a theater kid.
that's of a fake Rukia dead on the like Rukia like fake being dead on the floor. So
All right, teacher's dead. We need a new one.
with that, the teacher that you can see who has called it is that of Agarthus Delegand von Freeberg III, our favorite teacher.
Ah. I don't think anyone chose him as the favorite
Interesting.
teacher.
What does this guy teach?
He teaches
Runes.
He
rune
chooses
anatomy.
the rune anatomy.
Wait, it's just those 3? 2?
No.
2.
No, that was who was in the scene. You will see a couple of other people now who start to go, it was okay, but you should really bring it up. Why is this being...
But no, Collins is a theater kid. My life is ruined.
Where did she go? There she is. As
Ooh.
you will see that of Regatta being
Ah.
in here, as she
Makes
has very
sense.
much said a few things, trying to tell how you should actually do it, to make it truly perfect. And
Ew.
And funny enough, behind her, a little bit more in the distance, somebody that looks a little bit too familiar not to be noticeable, as they try not to be too noticeable, but you can see as Slithers is also in the background. Almost like he's
Ooh.
trying to not be too known.
Slithers. Slithers is a theater kid. I kind of expected it out of Collins, but Slithers.
Are you saying this out loud?
You're harping on Collins?
Say it out loud. Say it.
Yeah,
Are you
I said it out loud.
Liz is
I'm like,
just
Slithers? And you're harping on Collins?
What? You hear from Agarthus, the teacher, and who are you to be interrupting this performances? We're trying to have be on a very
apologies.
strict place here. I need not too many interruptions. Please, go.
Isn't the
Fair
whole thing
enough,
about
fair
theater improv? Improv is yes and. You should be yes anding this, not no butting this.
And if I did that about every rule now, there would be no rules. Go.
Again, fair apologies for that. You didn't need to yell out Slithers like that. Let's be real here.
Yeah, Slithers.
But
You
also,
can see Slithers is like been hiding his face. He's like, oh my god.
look, he's so embarrassed.
Ashaka just smacks Corona in the back of the helmet.
No, it's just like he's been harping on Collins since day one, and he's here too. What the
Anyways,
hell?
have fun, good luck.
All right, we gotta find a fight club or start one. I need to fight somebody.
Fight club.
You
Yeah.
say that, but if you ever get knocked down, you will die. Possibly. Half the time.
Hey, all I have to do is just not go down.
Sorry, you either die or you don't go down.
Hey, I just gotta be the reigning champion. I can't ever go down, okay?
You are at a constant risk of death the moment you would lose.
It's fine.
That was so fun.
What's the point of having this if I'm not gonna risk it?
Plus, if Corona dies, then we all get to be healed again.
That is fair.
Hey, it's a win-win situation. It's fine.
Is it? In either case, what do you guys want to do now? It is now becoming later into the day. You guys have
So there
been
wa-
exploring around a lot.
So there was a forging, smithing, crafting kind of club, right?
Yeah, that's
we
where
went there
Freebie came
first, and we
from.
were kind of kicked away because of the buddy.
What's the it's like the entrance process, these kinds of things.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know. You'd have to go and ask them.
Oh no!
And I don't know if she specifically wants to talk to any of you guys right now.
Oh man, what did you do? What did you guys do?
Oh, yeah, we went to
We-
the smithing club because we were looking for urine, and we were looking for urine by using locate object.
And then I guess we got on the bad side of the person running it because reasons.
We got on the bad side because they were in a stressful situation, and you know, the two reactions were conflict. Hey, you don't have to be so mean to the person who just destroyed your place a multitude of times. And, you know, not very helpful because you don't have enough information. Hey, do you want a chip? Cool. I'm gonna stop bothering you, but mind if I enter there for a second? Neat. Thanks.
She definitely, I was gonna say, you forgot that part, but she definitely told you don't. Like, do not.
Nah, she said there's smoke, and he said, and? And then she said, you know what? Go ahead.
Hey, however
He
you
got
want to form
permission.
it. However you want to form it.
These are the words that were said in that order.
Can you testify to a state of law in magic school?
I mean, if
Absolutely.
someone has a
Detect
circle
thoughts.
of circle of truth and detect thoughts,
Circle of truth.
Zone of truth.
zone of truth. Hey, I got 2 of the words correct, and it is a circle. It is a circle.
You should fail.
Am I not wrong?
You should fail.
Am I not
just
wrong?
For having the spell incorrect. You casted the wrong
Hey.
spell. What is that spell?
It is a circle. It is a circle of truth. I'm not wrong. Why are you booing me? I'm right.
Either way. Yeah.
Do we want to start Fight Club or no?
I don't. Why do we
Yes.
want to start a? Why do we want to start a club? Don't we have a museum to run?
Oh yeah.
No.
Listen, that is not my
have-
project.
Hold on.
That's-
You hear you hear those words of we have a museum to run, and it'd be creepy.
What are you talking about?
Oh yeah. We have a museum that we made.
You say we, but literally
Well,
it was
Glacier.
just Glacier and the people who remembered ish the
Glacier
good
and
deeds.
people who remembered what happened, and then also a little bit me because I gave the spider bits for the spider part.
No, literally nobody remembered what happened. It was just people who got the feeling that they should help.
Yeah, that was a little weird. But yeah, we have a museum.
Didn't help. I keep all my trophies over my bed.
I was not able to help, you see. I joined this school late,
So I can
And I had to do
sleep
a
under
lot
the
of-
remains of my enemies.
a lot of catching up to do, you know? Just a lot.
You want to have a look at the museum? We can bring you to the museum.
Well, I might blow it up on accident, so as long as you're fine with that, we can go there.
So does your magic explosion stuff only happen when you're casting magic, or is it just whenever?
Usually.
Well,
Usually only when
there's
casting
one-
spells.
Oh. Well, I guess you could. A way to temporarily alleviate yourself of exploding everything is to not cast a bunch of spells.
Oh, out of character. Does this school have a place where they're storing, like, just regular equipment? Arrows, stuff like that.
Do you want the hard truth?
There's a
Yeah.
store in the Amber Commons where we have to buy stuff.
There is a store, but like in the school that would be Smithworks.
Yeah.
Smithworks has that's a big thing I was trying to say. It was like it's almost like a whole ass like artisans guild if you would almost put it like that. Like there is a bunch of people in there constantly making stuff and developing new technology. That club is huge, so huge that that's like almost a main point of the school. So they have a lot of supplies even sort of there for easier access as well. There are maybe like other few places you could potentially find, but like that's the known place.
Liv actually just like stops in his tracks for a second. I need a place to put all my arrows, and I don't need as many arrows as I do, let's be honest here.
I
Yeah.
mean, we have space in our dorm.
We do not have enough space in our dorm. Do you know how many arrows I have?
Oh no, he did bad.
No. No, I don't.
How many days is in 6 months?
Assuming
Oh.
each month has 30
It's,
days, that's 30
5.
times 6, which is 360.
You
30
see,
times 6 is 180.
Yeah.
180,
6 times 6 is 36.
the
Oh,
900,
6 times 3. Yeah, you're
954.
right. You're right. Yeah, it's 180. Hey, I doubled it by accident because I was thinking of the number 6.
Give me 1 second.
Just for the record, I don't think they're anything special. They're not like special like arrows either. They're just like arrows. So that's even the better part. It's just a bunch of arrows.
I think
Can
they
we
were
buy a
plus
bag of
one.
holding? Can we
They're-
acquire a bag of holding? Does that exist in this world?
They're plus one in sunlight, right? The arrows. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
That's 180 D4 plus 90. No, that's 900 D4 plus 900.
You know, you can. I'm pretty sure there's an option to just choose not to do that.
You think he's
Right.
not gonna do it though?
Liv just says,
Uh,
do you think I can fit 3,286 arrows in just... Do you know how hard it was to just find random places to put my arrows that nobody else would take?
At this point, you should just start selling them.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm
Side
gonna
business.
stop you there. Selling them would almost do no good because they're basically just sharp sticks. Like,
I mean, that's what arrows are. They're
yeah,
sharp sticks.
that's what I'm saying though. Is it's not like it's a full quiver, or sorry, it's not that it's like a full arrow form with the arrow like things on the back that would make sense for it, right? It's just like a stick that's sharp, but because of the
They're like
bow
they're
he's-
magical.
well, because of the bow,
Yeah, I don't-
especially that he uses, or at least the technique he has with it, it makes it easier.
I mean, with 3,000 some odd arrows, I don't think even the Smith's Guild Club
3,000
would have
plus one
enough
arrows,
storage.
by the way. 3,000 plus one arrows.
Yeah, 3,000 some odd arrows.
Yeah, no, Liv's gonna actually go. Okay, who wants to watch me backtrack towards Smithworks and go talk to the lady and probably get yelled at?
I can try to help.
No.
I can
I mean,
come with
what's
you
the-
if you want more yelling.
You could just like put them in front of the door. I mean, what they're gonna do? They're just gonna yell at you.
Yeah, but that's rude. I'm just gonna ask them if they want a bunch of arrows. I do have to go around the school floors
This is just,
and actually bring all the arrows there, but you know, same difference. It'll be fine, probably.
You have so many arrows.
for-
Yeah, it's
This is more of like a side thing, real quick for you all, just in case you guys are doing something on the side. You can see I put up here a couple of characters. If you click on them, they should open up as shops. As this is the shops
Nope.
I've introduced before. Can you
Hey,
Double click
what
on
do you
them.
know?
Double-click on them?
Wait, let me reload, see if it works.
I'm also gonna reload, but yeah. As this is going on, Liv's gonna walk back. You know, poke his head back into the Smithworks.
Ah, no
Before you
magical
could-
axes.
Before you could poke your head, they're still trying to fix the door, so you wouldn't even get past the doorway yet. Before
Cool,
seeing
cool.
her.
Liv walks back and says, "Hey, I know I pissed you off. Awkward question. How many arrows do you think you'd want or need?
The fact you have the audacity to come back here already, but also not many. Do you think for a second
Well, what if
with
you...
how many people around here that use special type of arrows, special type of weapons, everything of the sorts that they don't need ammunition for?
Right. Which is why I was asking. What if you just used it as spare wood? Look, I have
What type of wood are we talking?
3,208 arrows lying around in this school.
Excuse me?
I have 3,208 arrows lying around in this school. Technically, total, there are 3,286 arrows in my name, 78 of which are in my pocket. And by my pocket, I mean my bag.
Can I see this?
Oh yeah, it's like, it just grows out of my quiver. Here. And he pulls one out.
So,
No, the Aurora
You-
Borealis at this time of
have an infinite wood spawner is what you're saying? Stick spawner?
Basically, if you shoot this in sunlight, it does more damage. It hurts a lot more. And by a lot more, I mean a bit more.
Well, we would have to test it out in theory, but I don't. I guess we would have room for that much, but we really don't. Really don't have the extra necessities to give you anything in return if you're trying to give them, unless you're just only trying to store them.
Oh no, I'm straight up giving it to you.
Um.
Look, I've been sitting here for 6 months. Do you think I ever need anywhere near amount those arrows? When I can just have 20 every day?
This continues back into my statement before. No one needs arrows. No one ever needs arrows. But it
That
does
is
work as
fair.
somewhat firewood, considering this might be more up the alley of that of firewood sticks. We'll put it simply like that without giving too many names and complicating things.
Or, you can crush them and use them as a base for some other things.
For now,
It's wood.
because I don't feel like being a complete jackass about everything, I will take this as a apology for earlier and will forgive your group for now.
Neat. Always nice. Now, I'll be back again after I retrieve all the arrows.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. 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 Oh my god. It does function as a shop.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you also seem to have accidentally made boots and boomerangs free.
I buy all the boomerangs.
Oh,
Yeah, you made them just completely free.
it's always something.
So can we just have them?
No,
Can I get them?
no.
Also, I feel like we're missing someone. Didn't someone have like a bunch of magic items?
Yes.
What else was
Wasn't there like a third
boots
person?
were free? Hey, boots can be free.
Alright, everyone, buy the boots.
They're
The
literally,
boots.
they're regular boots. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
The boot economy
Everyone, buy the
is
boots.
ruined.
There's only
Yeah.
3 boots to buy, man.
Liz hops on his soul waiver and just goes, I'll see you guys later, and probably disappears for the rest of the day, retrieving and transporting 3,000 boots. Not 3,000.
3,000 boots.
3,208 arrows, not 3,208 boots. That'd be hilarious,
I'll
but
be right
no.
back. I need you.
And now has some fancy boots.
But like for actual context, the quiver I have generates 5d4 plus 5 arrows every day.
That's
As long
way too
as
many
I,
arrows within a 6-month time period.
which I thought, what would I even do with that? Do we have a place to store it? And apparently we do.
Yeah. That's insane.
You have just made a lovely fire.
Guys, we have 3 boots. Or I guess 2, but 3 boots.
Come back.
Hey, Shaka.
Shaka, you've muted yourself.
I'm just muted. I got nothing to say.
So what did you guys decide to do here now? And with all those arrows, I'm assuming
Fight Club, Fight Club.
it's gonna take you quite a bit of time overall to get that done. So
Yeah, that's why I said Lev
like,
leaves the group to do it for the rest of the day.
I was gonna say, even with the rest of the day, it's gonna take you probably a couple of weeks to get that done, but it will get done over time.
Every so often, Lev just pops in, just like,
Just,
hi,
yeah,
lops
just
a
every
bunch of
Sunday.
arrows, tosses
Every
arrows
Sunday
in
you
a box of
like a bunch
arrows.
of-
The box of arrows, Lev
At
just
some point, you just
floats
start a
in,
campfire
toss.
and start throwing them in there. Like, I need to get rid of them faster.
Well, actually, let me double check how many arrows I can carry. Actually, I can carry 900 arrows per trip.
Damn.
I think this would be much shorter than we think it would be. Less couple weeks, more couple days, but who knows? Who knows where I stored 3,000 arrows across the school? It's an Easter egg hunt. Oh my god, Liv made a video game for himself. Collect all 3,208 arrows.
Yeah, it's just like every so often you just throw one into the ground, like, all right, that'll come back
It's-
up later.
It's the Riddler trophies from Batman, the Batman games.
Literally! Caches of
No,
arrows.
it's the Korok seeds. The Korok seeds. I like how the who this is still there.
So my question to you all now, are you trying to start this club, or are you leaving it at that being the end of the day?
I feel like it would be very funny to start a fight club, especially since I'm the one who would
It
who would
takes
have the
more
most
than
pain
one
in the
day.
fight club.
It takes more than one day to start a club. That is, however, one thing I want to do. I'm gonna turn to Corona and ask her, hey Corona, what do you living creatures do to your dead?
Due to the dead?
Yes. What are your
Well, I
death
mean-
rituals?
Some of us absorb their souls.
Hey, no. So it depends on specifically what your it depends per person. Some people like to lay them to rest in the ground. Some of them cremate them, burn their bodies into ash, and spread their ash around. Some of them do other things. It depends on what the specific person believes is the best. People in ancient times used to wrap them up in paper and put them in sarcophaguses and put them at the bottom of pyramids surrounded by gold and treasure.
And these friends of yours that didn't make it, What do you do to them?
We put their souls to rest and we laid them down in the ground. And we have a commemorative memorial at the entrance to the museum for them.
Can you lead me to their resting place?
Sure. I lead Amp to wherever it is that we laid Cassius and Odd.
All the way over here to the right of the map.
Oh, damn, that's way far away. Like, well, this is where we laid them to rest.
Your rituals are really weird.
I mean, depends on the your belief system. It is a little bit weird because different species of animals will eat the dead so that they can thrive, but we don't need to do that. We don't need to eat the dead of our own kind to survive, so we let them rest.
Alright, that's all I wanted to know and see. We can head back now.
Cool.
All right. So what did you guys decide on?
So I kind of want to start Fight Club. It would be so funny to start Fight Club.
Fight Club. Fight Club.
I gotta start Fight Club. I'm the worst person to start Fight Club, but I gotta start Fight Club. I just gotta have like a rule that I can't be part of it, or else either I can't be part of it, or I just can't go down ever.
If you can't
Those
do,
are-
you teach.
Yeah, I can definitely teach. I can be one of the people who helps. Because I don't want to die in Fight Club.
Is the Soul Weaver group club, is that like just in the middle of the field?
Yeah.
They just have that's the arena. Okay, we'd have to find it. Oh, we could use the
Yeah,
big
we have
arena.
the
then.
arena over here, so we can have Fight Club in the arena.
If it's not completely destroyed.
Yeah, how
Yeah,
is
it
the
got
arena
cleaned up.
looking? Is it? All right, cool.
That's how it looks right
So,
now. It got
I
cleaned up
guess-
a little bit.
I guess Corona will meet up with the combat teacher, Dustin Greyhound, Mr. Greyhound, be like, "Hey, Mr. Greyhound, sorry to intrude
I don't have to
on
deal
your
with
resting
you
time.
until tomorrow. Leave me alone.
I was thinking of starting a fight club.
And why do you want to start a fight club?
To fight.
To better teach and allow the other students how to fight in combat when your opponents know what they're doing.
It's basically just extra training.
Do I have to actually do any of the teaching?
No, you just have to be there.
Sick. Now leave me be.
Cool. We now have Fight Club.
You've acquired Fight Club.
I don't know how this works, but we have Fight Club now.
You have to start making flyers.
Well, no, it's a secret. It's secret Fight Club. It's invitation only.
So we're not gonna have anyone to fight.
So that's the
It's
whole
so
thing about
secret.
Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club.
It's so
We can
secret.
always fight each
that-
other.
Yeah, it's only the rats that participate. That's how secret it is.
Yeah, and just like once every so often, someone randomly receives an invite, and if they don't show up, then the invite just like evaporates.
Pretty much.
Like you can't talk about Fight Club if you aren't in Fight Club, and even if you are, you can't talk about Fight Club. I feel like the first person Corona would invite is maybe Collins, but Collins is a theater kid already, so gotta have someone else. Gotta get Devin in here so I can beat his ass.
Who said you only had to be in one club?
Oh, I thought there was only one day for club, but then I remembered there's 2 weekend days.
It's not even a 2 weekend day thing. I said this is a good club day. People still do the clubs after school.
But yeah, we have Fight Club set up, and I guess like maybe once a month, some random person will receive an invite secretly. Because it's gotta be a secret. This is the dumbest idea ever, but we're doing it.
If it's secret, there's no point in doing it. It's a club, not a fucking underground illegal organization.
I don't know, man. It just feels funny. I'm fine with it not being a secret. It just feels funny if it is. If we want it out in the open, then I make flyers for it. If we want it to be secret, then it'll be secret. I don't care either way. Just
He's
feels
gonna-
funny.
He's gonna get an invitation saying, "Oh, you've been invited to fucking fight to the death. meet here at this exact location at this time. Surely you will not get dumped and robbed."
It's not fight to the death. Jesus Christ.
You get my point.
Well, it is fight to the death for one of us.
I guess. Well, for me.
Surely this
Either
isn't a
fight-
trap. Surely this is
No.
not a trap.
All right.
You know when you
Fine.
guys,
It won't be a secret then.
You
It'll
know
just
in,
be
like-
a known thing.
you know,
It'll
like
just be a
a
known thing.
TV show, like any anime ever existed, and you got that secret fight club that you get invited into, but it's all gangsters. Everybody is like terrible and mean. It like you guys are just making that. You guys are the mean one.
Yeah, that it feels funny. This
mean,
is the
do what you
dumbest,
want.
funniest thing. But yeah, if it's a little bit too sus and too weird for it to be a secret, then I'll just create normal flyers for it.
All right,
Be boring.
that's gonna take you some time to set that up and overall in general, but with that,
Yeah, that's fine.
you will get somewhat of the introductions as well as that of where to go for classes of that sort. Quaby, as you will be fully put into that of the rats officially. Getting your stuff
Yeah.
moved into that of their dorms. Is there anything specific that you want to mention that you may or may not have? If not, we're just gonna continue on.
Well, just a lot of books, I guess.
Welcome, Quaby, to the rats. This is our dormitory.
Thank you, thank you.
I would say pick a bed, but there's probably only one bed for you to pick. And hopefully it's not the one that's destroyed.
Well,
Yeah, our room got infested with mimics. Don't worry about it.
And whose fault was that?
Yours, definitely.
Uh-huh.
You can put
Even
yourself
I'm
on
not
the map.
stupid enough to fall for the mimic book of mimics.
Hey, I didn't expect. I was okay with it turning into a mimic. I didn't expect it to infect other things and turn them into mimics, okay?
It sounds like
I
you
was
guys
expecting it to be a mimic. I was just not expecting it to be able to turn other things into mimics.
You can drag your character from the right side onto the map.
Horse. The horses can be at the table
Having-
because that's funny.
Bit of an issue. Now it stopped loading. I've tried reloading and it is not loading.
No, it's because I was saying.
Sometimes
don't
it
drag
takes a
yourself
minute.
Out. I think you. Hold on, I'll just drag you out. There you go.
Man, we haven't been in this room in a long time.
No, certainly haven't. Which is why.
I know
This,
Glacier's just the top left. So
this bed is still you can say whatever you want to happen. This bed, it's been literally like basically 5 to 6 months at this point. So however you want to say this room has changed, completely up to you. Maybe you guys be a little bit more homey to you guys in specific. If you want to have a little bit of a roundabout house decoration talk about what may or may not be different from on the map, then feel free. If not, well, just let me know.
Well, actually, this bed right here was Cassius's up here. And this was Igneos's, and this one's Odd's. Both was.
oh yeah, I
Third
think
person.
Glacier is up here then, right? Yeah.
But I just stand here now
Yeah.
since I don't sleep. where the destroyed bed is, I just sleep. I just stand.
The horse just kind of exists.
Do you make
Yeah,
like
Plebby?
idle charging noises?
Probably like the sound of if you leave your PlayStation on during night.
Just like
No,
the
it's
fan
just-
like overheat.
No, when you go to your Sentry's Rest, it's the Mario, like when you close the DS, it's like, thank you so much for playing my game.
Ashaka probably like throws a pillow or two in.
Hey,
But yeah,
They
you
will even
gotta-
be that much for a nerd.
yeah, welcome to the dorm.
Thank you. I still can't see it because it's still my foundry is not
Oh.
cooperating.
Weird.
and that's not on me. I don't know. I'll just say in general though, it's pretty much just that of a circular room with that of what used to be 6 beds, now 5 beds, as one of them was destroyed, where one of the player characters is currently standing in. And they're somewhat near each other, so they're not like so it's kind of like open bedroom overall in here with a nice fireplace and a wooden area in the middle you guys can sit down at. Outside of that, kind of just however you want to explain however you want to explain anything else inside of it, as well as however you see yourself inside of this room, as there are I think one available bed on the left side of the map, aka one of the 2 beds on the left.
Yeah. One of them is owned by Alive at this point, so there's one left. Whichever one Alive goes first.
I am back apparently.
Yeah, we're vibing in the dorms. Take a bed Alive that isn't the top right one.
No, that isn't the top right one.
Yeah, just not this one.
There we
'cause That's
go.
Glacier's. Cool. So there's one bed.
Why did Liv pick the bed that's weirdly scrunchy?
And has
Easy.
a teddy bear and a dress next to it.
Well, looks like you got one of the probably technically bigger beds. Wait,
You'll probably find a feather in that bed too. An owl feather.
Remains of a mimic.
you seem like you'll fit right in with the group. Don't worry.
Yeah, welcome to the rats.
As
Thank
you will
you.
see off probably in the distance, not too far, maybe as you're going to sleep, you're like, why do they call themselves the rats? As
Oh yeah, never
Um,
asked.
yeah.
while you're proceeding to go to sleep, you will see casually, not like skittering around, like walking on 2 feet, like just casually walking around, probably from one area to the next, not really knowing what he's specifically doing, but you will see a decently sized rat with a purple handkerchief around their neck, proceeding to go grab things with their hands as if they had opposable
Oh.
thumbs.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's Big Rat. He's Glacier's soul ability thing. Hi, Big Rat.
Big Rat, where you been up to?
He doesn't even like wave or acknowledge any of you guys. You just see he's got stacks of cheese in his hand.
I see. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Yeah, that's Big Rat. He's the reason why we're calling ourselves the Rats.
He's made of soul. How come he's gotta steal our food supplies?
It's soul food.
cheese.
It's soul food. Food for the soul.
You're proud
It's
of yourself.
just cheese, Ashaka.
Also, Ashaka, I've been doing a little bit of meditation and getting help from, what's her name again?
Keith Navori.
Yes, Miss Keith Navori. And I've come to a little bit of a decision that I've had to make on with her help, and I believe that I no longer I I believe originally when I was to take in the soul of a creature, I would be taking that soul, but I don't believe I actually take it anymore. I more borrow it. So when I let it go, it goes back to where it's supposed to go.
And that affects me. How?
I mean, it was just based off of something you said earlier, and I wanted to correct you.
Okay, Paladin.
I don't know if that. Okay, whatever. Barbarian.
Listen, she's not very talkative.
You guys are just in the bed, like talking to each other. It's more specifically just Corona.
Corona's just like laying down, looking up at the ceiling. Was just saying that before she went to sleep. The horse is just
Having like a philosophical discussion, and Ashaka's like trying to sleep.
just like, hey,
Yeah,
I wanted to
absolutely,
just
dude.
correct you on something you were saying earlier. Don't worry about it.
It's okay, you guys. We can ignore those two.
My internet seems to be doing something weird right now, so I'm gonna quickly go restart the router.
That's all fine because
Cool.
I think at this
I'll be
point,
back in a few minutes.
at that point, it also would just be best for us to take a break because I think at the end of this night, you guys are going to continue and have your long rest as we will get back into the academics of the school. I say for right now, we will have that at a 15-minute break. If we need any longer or less, then
Okay.
maybe we get to that. But I'm just putting that out there.
Time to get some food.
Now I gotta remember it is 900 seconds. Huzzah.
Right.
We'll be back. live. As we are back, there we go, there we go. Hello, hello. Welcome back for the second half as we come back for that of the students from waking up from their tired mornings of everyone getting their long rest if you didn't already get your long rest. As we will proceed on into that of the academic courses for the classes. Academy. As you guys will no, we don't need it. As it puts you guys on the map, you guys will be coming back here to your academic courses of that of inside the school. Queeby's going to be getting used to Queeby's going to have to be getting used to getting that of a new schedule sort to follow. Let's see what this does. And as everybody else will already be used to it, you're still getting used to it, but during this time, you're going to understand and learn about how study points work. Ashaka, I don't know if we did yours last time.
We did not.
With as hard as the DC is going to be, I don't know if you would entirely make it either, but if you want to attempt so, we're gonna go a little back and forth here. Ashaka, what skill do you think that you could use in order to learn academics?
Intimidation.
How would that work?
um She intimidates people into helping her study.
Just helping her study?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
Give me that 10 times.
Oh boy.
And any ones that get a 13 and above, that is a success.
Damn. I should have used persuasion.
Yeah, but I might count that under the same thing. You can't be doing the same thing now, can you?
So far, so good. Okay.
It's a fail.
Can't pat. Oh no. Hang on.
8.
How many is that, man? That's 8. Okay.
8.
Yeah, clearly some of the people that she intimidated were failing the classes, so
9.
you know, that didn't really help.
10.
Hey, let's go.
That's not good.
That's not good? Oh.
You did 13.
So 1, 2, 3,
Ah.
4, 5. You passed 5 of them, which is
That's half. Let's go.
We're gonna assume that's all
I
of
think
your
I did
study
this.
points. So
You
then,
get 5 study points.
So then with the 5 study points you have, it'll be a 5d4, and you have to beat a DC of 19.
Damn, bro. Big Rat got close though.
All right, that is your test score. You are the lowest of the test scores from last
No.
from last exams, as you definitely out of anybody need makeup classes.
Wait, what about Quebby? What about Quebby?
Kobe hasn't done that. We haven't gotten there. This is the here and now. Now we're at normal academic courses. So during these actual academic courses, it is now time for me to ask you guys here in specific, what skill would you like to try to use, and where would you be using it in order to get a study point? And just so you guys understand, at the bottom left, if you click next to your name, there's a little token looking thing next to your name at the bottom left. And you should be able to see study points. Click on the open, and you can see a tracker. I ask you to keep track of the tracker, and pretty much because it's empty right now, you left click to get a green point, right click to take it away. Pretty much, this is your total amount of study points, and this is going to be what your academics, academic points going up to the exams, or using it for potentially other things, depending on what may or may not occur.
Um,
This is essentially what you just did, Ashaka. With the getting all those points those were these study points, but you use them all at the end, where you'd be using them on the exam there, and you definitely did not get it near enough, of course, to pass the DC. But this is how you would go about to keeping track of it.
Wait, so I did worse than Big Rat?
yeah, Big Rat
Big
did
Rat
better
actually
than
did
I think
better than most
everyone.
of them.
That's
Yeah,
embarrassing.
I think Big Rat did better than everyone other than Glacier, who was the only one who passed. But yeah, to get more study points.
What? No, this isn't to get specifically more. It's every week you'll be doing a skill check, and you're gonna have to convince me the skill check that you want to make in order for you to earn this academic point over the week. And if you fail on that skill check, we'll get into that here soon.
Can Corona roll religion, since she's getting more into not only this meditation, so she can focus more in depthly and have this time to herself, but also because she's getting more into her religious affiliations and going a little bit more in depth on her research into religion in general.
So you're just trying to study it more into religion.
Yeah.
That's fine.
You. Do I just roll it once?
Yeah. That is a study point that you can add on to the tracker for yourself.
Cool.
As you will have earned yourself that of a study point as you proceeded to teach yourself more and more into that of the religions, and of learning of the different other religions that there are out there, including that of whatever you might feel like going more towards that of yourself in you and your god slash goddess. And in doing so, you will see you will see as let's Keith, there we go. You will see as Keith Navori has proceeded to somewhat help teach you into that of some history with that of religion and all sorts of things when it comes to actually like understanding that of both sides. Basically, being able to be a very understanding overall person. You take some of that depth in, and potentially maybe even listen, as maybe you may or may not take her guidance. But in either case, is there any? No. Here we go. She asks you, Kinowar asks you, why do you seek this of knowledge so deep?
Corona thinks about it for a moment before speaking up and saying, the more knowledge I come across, the more questions I have. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. The pursuit of knowledge is good, such that I can know more about different aspects of life and the world. If I understand what it means to the different gods and goddesses of the realm, what death and beyond means, as well as what life and living means, then I can bring my own pursuit in line with those of the different gods and goddesses that I believe would further my own path towards bringing justice and redeeming the souls of those who have passed, even though they may not want redemption. Everyone deserves, or everything deserves, a peaceful rest. And as such, I must learn what it takes for each of the different gods and goddesses, for their creatures, for the creatures of the realm to have that peaceful rest in afterlife, in order to bring each and every one of them to this eternal plane of, I keep rest. I have to think of a different word that isn't rest, but that's the only word I can think of.
It sounds like you have a lot to still think about. And still a lot
Indeed.
more to keep thinking about.
Well, I
But
have
I'm
chosen the
glad
path
you-
of true justice.
I'm glad you've chosen that of at least a straighter path than what you had previously chose before. That of an unnarrow, uncurved, unmade path. Instead, you forged that of your own destiny. And it's not a lot of privilege that many people may have. Just remember and due guidance of that of religion as well, and that of history and life itself. Mistakes repeat, but we learn off of them. Speaking about mistakes, though, if you would like, as you seem so invested into learning more about yourself and more into a different mindset you should get into, I believe. Would you care to play a little game?
Her?
Fantastic. I can give you, from what at least it sounds like from the school, that of some extra credits, even as top on top of it. And I'll let you know right now, it is that of a scavenger hunt. You can put down now optional mission scavenger hunt if you want to put it on your journal, as that is there.
Wait, optional
And that has
mission.
been your week.
Okay, scavenger hunt. You said that was given by Keith Navori, my favorite teacher of all time.
Yes.
Ooh. I did it.
Continuing on, who else would like to go?
I suppose if it comes with studying, live, seeing what other people have tried to do for studying, realizes, wait a minute, I could rope other people in with me. And, after every class, he's just gonna go by some random classmates and just ask them to join him in just a big group study hall in which he can just leech information from everybody else.
I mean, you got friends, you could do it.
Persuasion?
You can make a persuasion. Are you in the library?
I suppose I am.
All right. Make me that persuasion check.
27.
You definitely get your study point for the day, or for the week, as you proceed to talk your way into getting some easy answers and cheat sheets. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? As everybody around that you invited, you can say whoever for the most part, except for like people who probably wouldn't. Um, you pretty much made it a fun time for them, even though it was a library. Now, that being said, here we go. That being said, give me a perception check based on hearing. As you are in that of the libraries, talking with that of your group for the most part, but you start to hear a couple of words off in the distance. Probably another group chatting about something. Liv?
Sorry, I couldn't hear. What's up?
I said, give me a perception check based on hearing, as you will be studying with your group at the moment, talking, but then hearing that of a couple of words being said in the background.
Ah, 19.
And with those few words, per se, getting into somewhat a little bit more of a conversation, you're able to kind of somewhat decipher between what your friends are kind of saying here and what you hear in the back, kind of behind you, probably behind one of the bookcases, as you hear like a, dude, you gotta understand, like, this is not a place you can go. It's like, I know, it's somewhere deeper in here. You just gotta believe me, okay? Look, man, without proof, like, I'm telling you, like, no one's gonna believe. It does not exist unless you actually show. It's because I don't want you to be in like any danger, man. What? You're telling me all I gotta do is right here, pull this book, and some type of hidden area, hidden what? Library is supposed to be? That's just, come on. We might be a magic school, but we're not that magical. You think money just comes out of thin air? He starts walking away. He's like, what? Fine. As he continues off, walking off into the distance. You don't hear them anymore.
Hmm.
As I guess if you really want, I'll put up once again for someone else this time. Optional mission. Hidden library.
Grew it library within library. I suppose by the time the study session kind of ends, I was just gonna, wave goodbye to some people. Um, regular waves, fist bumps, whatever. Before pulling the book. Assuming he can tell which book it is.
Just pull all of the books. Surely one of them will work.
You heard them on the other side. So you didn't see anything. It's just everything that you heard. So you don't know what specific book they're talking about. But you just know that you got a somewhat specific area.
Right. But I do know it is magic.
Do you?
That is true. But I can assume that it is magic.
You can definitely assume.
So you know what? We'll use my daily cast of locate object to the nearest
Oh no, not again.
magical book.
Hey, I guessed it.
Let's see if it even triggers.
Imagine if it's just on the other side of school.
It might be a dud, but it's okay. He
gonna
does this before
say-
he does an ace
I'm
search.
gonna say, even though you're standing next to it, the closest book that you in specific see is like one that one of the students would be having on them. Probably Soul Hunter students in specific.
Liv just goes, figures I wouldn't break them. You know what? That's fair, that's fair, that's fair. He breaks concentration. Are these books sorted in any weird way?
Give me an investigation.
Let's go, weakest skill. 13.
I'll just say at the very moment, you are not able to tell in any shape, way, or form where this specific book this guy could be talking about. This could be literally just made up, and you're just looking for nothing, like literally non-existent. It's not like they actually pulled the book, right?
Well, I do know which. Like, I'm at the bookshelf, yeah?
It could be a few different bookshelves. Like I told you, it was on the other side of a bookshelf, so you know it's in the area.
Right. I'm generally speaking in this area. How many books is in this general area of bookshelves that I'm looking at?
Oh, this is still like this is still like a whole ass library, so probably about a good 1,000, 2,000 books.
In the general vicinity of where they were talking?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, like there is a lot of just books in general.
Hmm. Liv looks around.
You'll probably start to hear somebody start to walk on up towards your way eventually.
Liv realizes, well, if it's a secret library, it's a very easy way to get in. You know, it seems other people definitely know. Liv's just gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
Are you just gonna watch for those people, or are you watching like all day?
I'm gonna watch for people passing by this place, this vicinity of
I'm
bookshelves.
gonna tell you right now, everybody you watch, whether they may or may not notice you either way. No, nobody like even interacts with that one.
Like, is there a specific bookshelf that nobody interacts with?
No, it's just kind of
No,
like
okay.
like you'll be browsing, but nobody picks books from there.
Well, you know, if nobody's picking books from there, then I might as well. Can I try to track down the people who were talking about things?
Unfortunately, they were long gone.
That is also
Like,
fair.
You've been passed without trace, like looking watching for students for like a good portion of the day or days in general.
And
It's
you
not
just
like-
see Corona walk in, like Corona's just like, bro, what are you doing here still?
I mean, if it's just the one day, because I don't think I'd do this every day, right? If it's just the one day with no results,
I mean,
Aldo would probably.
there's nothing stopping you from you to coming back here. I told you it's an optional mission.
It's an optional
Yeah.
mission.
On the
I assume
other
this is
days,
something we have to spend like a day on a weekend to do.
Liv just starts putting back books, just one by one. Sometimes
Going insane, you're gonna go.
Liv is just like, this is an adventure. You know, it's a tedious,
Yeah. Corona's also
mind
up for the
numbing
scavenger
adventure,
hunt that she's accepted, so
Fantastic.
but it's an adventure.
Now we're gonna go to the next person who would like to go next on their academic adventures.
I guess I can.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna try to get Big Rat to go steal answers for me.
What?
I'm gonna ask Big Rat to go steal answers for me, and I'm gonna use animal handling.
I'm just saying, if y'all turn Corona's rat into a thief during this, it's not my fault. It was you guys. It was
You mean Glacier's rat?
Glacier's rat. Sorry,
Glacier's rat.
I'm out of it now. I'm like, what's happening? Well, you got Big Rat to steal some answers for you, buddy.
Let's go.
When Glacier isn't here, we can do what we want with Big Rat.
Where are you? You could have stolen answers from like pretty much any of the teachers, really. So
I'm telling him to steal it while I was in my room. Go do it. Because I'm assuming Glacier's takes Big Rat with her around when she's at school. It's gotta be after school. Let's go.
all right. Big Rat gets you those answers. Funny enough, I don't really.
Let's freaking go, dude.
He's got the opposable thumbs, I guess, technically. So he's got like all wrapped up in a scroll, like he's got it all nice and neat, nice for you. And then when you go to hand it to him, he goes to hand it to you, and then as you go to take it, he like has the other hand like, give me something.
I will druidcraft. I'm gonna druidcraft, and I'm gonna I'll make a strawberry and give it to him.
You give him a strawberry, he looks
I
at
did.
it, and he like just tosses it right in your face.
What? Ratatouille likes strawberries?
He knows what he wants. That's all I'm saying.
Fine. I'll go to the lunchroom and grab the. I'm gonna order a wheel of cheese.
He nods his head.
I'll give it to him.
Do you shake hands with the rat?
Yes. I dap the rat up.
You're the rat.
We can't tell Glacier about this at all.
Oh my goodness. Is there anything else in specific that you're doing over the academic week?
Probably not.
Fair enough.
Amp is just vibing.
As you do so, since you're just basically chilling for the rest of the week, you can gain 5 temporary hit points.
Freaking weird.
All right. Last two, Ashaka or Gooby.
All right. So Ashaka has been using those beautiful or that battle axe for so long that it's kind of like worn away. So, as opposed to traditional studying, she's gonna take a few extra hours in the forgery area and do some repairs.
You get some very harsh judgmental looks at first.
Oh, am I rolling for this one?
Well, I'm asking, what are you trying to roll?
Oh, sleight of hand.
Trying to slide a hand for this whole week for the academic point.
Yep.
And what are you gaining from this then?
Crafting experience.
You're gonna be working on your craft. You're like, I don't care about studies. Let me do my crafts, mom.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll let it slide. Give you a slide of hand.
All right.
Yeah, he'll let it slide.
Ooh, not a good sleight of hands.
Man, those studies are really doing you in, huh? So
Yeah.
you may also you know what? I'm gonna save that for later because I'm gonna ask you that later. Firstly, okay, so you failed that. Oh well, oh bummer. For now, uh, is there anything in specific that you're trying to do over the academic week so far? As mostly you're just trying to work on your crafts, but you're not the best at it right now. Still got a lot to learn.
Man, all of all of my mental rolls are terrible. I'm just gonna uh, what is it? Monster anatomy or something like that? What's the specific class?
That would be history. aka
History.
Dr. Diantha's Reed.
Yeah, history.
All right. Well, I guess she's going to work on her history. She's specifically interested in the giants at this point, having fought, one and kind of dealt with a few. Trying to own her giant slaying ability.
Trying to learn history, not being one of Ashaka's greatest features, but we're gonna try. Give me a history roll.
All right.
Let's go, Ashaka.
Hey.
You have
What
barely
do you know?
managed to learn a couple of things as you earn yourself an additional study point for this week. And now that was a big lightning. As you will now proceed on to the end of your academic week. But the end of your academic week, now that we've got here, I'm going to ask you: do you want to attempt to stay up during your academic week and attempt your sleight of hand check again? By pretty much keeping yourself up overnight, studying, trying to get the hard work. The only downside is you'll have to deal with having exhaustion for the weekend.
No, I don't like that trade-off.
I mean, the level 1 of exhaustion isn't that bad.
It's like disadvantage on all skill checks, right?
I don't remember.
No.
Yeah.
Or is it the first one? Is it no? The second one is the movement speed.
Yeah, the first one's disadvantage on all skill checks. The second one is half your movement speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'll pass. She doesn't care that much.
Fair enough. For now, you have just the one study point then that you can edit on your own.
Quebby.
Quebby, it is your turn.
I don't know.
So you don't have to think about it too hard. Just see one of the skills you have in your inventory or whatever you were looking at, and think of a way that you can use that skill in an academic way to basically learn and study.
And just go to the library and like study magic books, like books about magic, any kind.
Another one
That-
to the library. And if you,
Because that meets my goal as well, my own goal as well as academically.
and if you're just going to go regularly study, I believe that could be
Investigation.
history, religion, investigation,
Arcana,
Arcana.
magic books.
arcana if you're going specifically for magic.
Magic.
Would like Arcana as I have expertise in it.
That's why I said if you want to do that, feel free.
Can I use my Tides of Chaos feature?
What?
Once per long rest, I can give myself advantage on attack roll, ability check, or saving throws.
No, because this is happening over
Okay.
the week. This isn't just like it's
I
happening now.
Just making sure.
No.
Oh no! Even with the big
No.
brain, you're gonna have to potentially stay up overnight if you want to make up that study point, as you did not earn that study point.
Quebby. Quebby.
Quebby's already failing behind. Oh no.
Well, too bad, guess I
Join the
suck.
club, buddy.
Anyways, what is Quebby wanting
Hey.
to do for the rest of the week potentially? Or for the week over the week course. Granted, I should have said this before as well. Granted, if you guys wanted to spend time in your club, that was also like an option if you wanted to do that.
Oh, great, I could go to Fight Club where there's nobody. I just be there by
I was gonna
myself
say
with the
it was
teacher.
kind of just open free to kind of what
I've
you
been
guys want
putting-
to try to do.
Yeah, I've been putting up posters about Fight Club as well as doing my scavenger hunt. Corona's been doing a lot.
You've already been being busy. Quebby though, anything specific that you'd like to do or that you're trying to think about?
Krabby's just staying in the library and just keeps reading random books, whatever books he can get his hands on. He just likes books.
With
He's a
that,
bookworm.
I will say because you're studying super hard, you can make me a different check. You can give me a different check for studying, not your Arcana, but a different check that you want. That would make sense.
Okay, if I do history, do I get to add my gifted scribe to it?
What's that?
I can add a d4 to history checks.
I mean, it is. I mean, it is just a history check. So there you go.
Oh,
Gotta love it when our passives
I'm
completely
bad.
work.
Still not enough. You will also.
No.
You can also stay up overnight for another exhaustion if you want to do that one as well. Either way.
Oh.
Now my question is to you: do you want, because that is your academic week, do you want to potentially take those exhaustions for the weekend?
Nope.
No. All right. No study point for you. You got a lot of makeup work to do.
Krabby, who spent most of his life reading books, is apparently bad at reading.
But he's trying.
I mean, wizards are the. You're a sorcerer, okay? Wizards read books.
Yeah, nerd. Anyways, with that being said, it becomes that.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
The weekend phase, as you guys can talk amongst yourselves about anything that you would want to even potentially do. Remember that this could be also, this could also essentially be that of a, like, maybe you're talking beforehand, but probably more than likely a Saturday morning. You're like, what are we gonna do for this weekend? Or this is what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go F off, do my own thing. It's just like more so to make the plan that you want to do, and let me know.
Hey, live.
What's up?
Are you good at scavenger hunts?
Why?
I accepted a game from Miss Keith Navori, and she has sent me on the scavenger hunt.
Or
She just told me it was a scavenger hunt.
well, it sounds like you have all the time in the world. Good luck with that.
Cool. I'm gonna go do
Look.
that now.
Look, you can go on a scavenger hunt on your free time. I can go through study sessions and ram my face in a bookshelf for a bit. Happens.
What's going on with the bookshelf?
Something possibly fun, something possibly painful. Who knows? I sure as hell don't.
Do you think it has anything to do with the principal's bookshelf stuff?
Oh, no. None whatsoever.
Well, if you find something fun, let me know. Run is going to go off with her horse to do the scavenger hunt that Kate Navori has sent her on. I have no idea what this is.
I you ready for the funny thing?
Sure.
You're gonna go to her, and she's gonna tell you. So where are the rest of the people?
It's just me.
Oh, didn't you know the scavenger hunt needs to be done with a group of at least 4 people?
No, you just told me it was a scavenger hunt.
Well, you'll find 4 people.
Corona walks back into the dorms. Just, just like, apparently I need 4 people.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, you see Corona walk out. 2 minutes later, walks back in.
Okay, do you not have 3 other friends?
I have 2 other friends other than the people in this room.
Ah. Ashaka, do you want to go on a scavenger hunt?
Absolutely not.
Amp, do you want to go on a scavenger hunt?
Absolutely not. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, Creepy, you want to go on
Corona
a
has to
scavenger
make a
hunt?
new friend.
Well, considering how my studying this week went very badly, I would rather focus on something more practical combat-wise, like the Fight Club.
Is that still a thing?
We love Fight
Yes,
Club.
the Fight Club is still going. I don't know if
Oh my
anyone's joined.
You guys have barely started it, so no one's really joined.
Anyways, well,
Yeah, I've been.
you heard. Amp is okay with it, I think. And then you got 2 other friends. Look at that, 4 people. I'm gonna go ram my face into the bookshelves of a library. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can grab Collins and Ruki A. See if they want to join me in my scavenger hunt.
So, your friends, being that, once again, you said Rukia and
Collins.
Collins. For Rukia, you will see as he says, "I'm sorry, but I'll have to deny on your request this time. You see, me and my group have decided to do a couple of study turning points. Toodaloo." That of Collins. Yeah, I would, love to, except I'm kind of dying here. As you will see Magda like holding him like down. He goes, "I'm just pulling out your muscles." Oh, shit. I can't feel my legs.
I
You'll
should
be fine.
probably. Walk. Ron is just like, I would heal you, but sadly, none of my healing is working at the moment.
What? Oh, he'll be fine.
And neither is any of the healing within 240 feet of me. So I'm sorry, Collins.
You hear that of the bones? They're like not snapping, but they're like being reassembled throughout his body as Magna's like putting him in different positions. You just need a little bit here. Ah!
Maybe a horse counts as a person. And it's just like, all right. See. You know what? Do some funny things. She's gonna go. Okay. She's gonna go see if she can talk to Slithers. You're like,
You would
hey,
need to
Slithers.
give me investigation.
Cool. If I fail this, I'll just let Live do stuff because I don't know what Corona's gonna do. It was
You are not
bad.
able to find Sothers. All right, Liv.
What's up?
Actually, did anyone follow Liv, or is Liv just doing his own thing?
Pretty sure I'm
I mean,
just doing
Corona
my
will
own thing.
eventually show up at the library, but it'll take a while.
Anybody else going to be showing up, or are you all just doing your own thing for the day?
I do believe people are doing their own thing.
Doing your own thing. You
I
got
don't know if is Queeby just studying during her during his free day.
I gave up on studying.
I
I
think
had
Queeby
no
went to Fight
success.
Club.
Did you want to follow? Did you want
Yeah.
to follow Liv in his mission?
I mean, if there's nobody around for Fight Club, I'll just help Liv. Yeah, sure, I guess.
Yeah, I guess if we don't have Fight Club, that's all the group to have Fight Club. Stop.
Yeah. I mean, Fight Club can be for Sunday. Saturday
I
was
was-
me trying to do stuff.
I was not here during the establishment of Fight Club. Liv does not know that Fight Club actually exists.
First rule of Fight Club.
First rule of
First rule
Fight
of
Club:
Fight Club, we
Liv
don't-
will never realize that Fight Club exists.
we bring you to the arena and have an actual like Fight Club thing, and you used to be like,
Yeah, it's just like regular combat sparring. Anyways, bye.
What about you, Amp?
I'll help Corona
yeah.
if there's enough people to help.
Yeah, I have 2 people, you and me, and I don't know if a horse counts as a person or not.
And Deshaka?
Fight Club.
There's no Fight Club without
Hey.
anybody really.
Hey, we have at least 2 people.
Hey, yeah, wait, then
Yeah,
we
you
do have
2
someone.
people in Fight Club. You have 2 people for Fight Club.
Wait, if Ashaka's doing Fight Club, then I would do Fight Club as well. I said that if Fight Club has enough people, then I'll help Liv.
What I'm saying is that there'd be no one outside of you and Ashaka. Like it's gonna be just you two.
Yeah.
We can have at least one fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her versus. Or not, was it? So
If there's
her
not enough
versus-
people,
The further away I am from the Fight Club, the more healing they can get.
and if there's not enough people to help Corona on his little scavenger hunt, I'll help with Fight Club too. So,
Honestly, if there's not enough people for scavenger hunt, I'm going to Fight Club.
Oh my god! Everyone just wants Fight Club.
Like,
Fight
No,
Club.
Actually,
Fight Club.
there's no more
People.
campaign. There's no more plot. We just have Fight Club until the end of time.
yeah,
No, like,
honestly,
if
honestly,
Amp can't help me find 2 people for the scavenger hunt, I'm just going to Fight Club.
and Corona's been putting up flyers around the school.
Yeah, as I'm trying to get people into the scavenger hunt, I've been putting up flyers for Fight Club.
I mean,
No.
we were making the flyers at the beginning of the week. It's been a whole week since then, so you would have put the
Yeah.
flyers up for a whole week.
The horse will be part of Fight Club too, because it's fun.
We can fight the horse.
All I'm saying, imagine how many people would pay to see a fight between Amp and Ashaka. Just saying,
At least 3.
at least 3 people would pay.
At least 3. At least the enemies between you guys. At least that many.
All right. So then, assuming most of you want to spend your time here at Fight Club, what do you guys want to do? What do you guys want to set up? Considering it's going to be you, basically you 4 and the teacher, but the teacher literally, you guys told me he didn't have to do anything, so he's just sleeping in like a sleeping bag on the side.
Yeah, Corona's on the sidelines. She's there to like help teach or train people, because if she gets into a fight, there's a chance that she just dies, and also healing doesn't work around her. So she's just like vibing. Her horse is gonna be part of Fight Club though. The horse will be there.
Well, I mean, I guess me and Ashaka can end up fighting first.
boy.
Fight Club.
I'm not sure I'm
Party
ready
fight.
for this one.
Party fight. Party fight.
Charm person. Oh no.
I mean, do you
We have
want
so
to
many
have,
options. What we could do? What do we want to do? PvP.
if you want to
Corona
have a
can also
PvP battle, go
cast.
ahead.
Yeah, Corona can cast spells from the sideline, help and harm people. If you want, like there to be like an element of randomness.
I can just throw in fireballs.
Yeah, people on the sidelines are allowed to interfere in the fight. That's part of Fight Club.
I'll
That's
just use
kind
my
of
wand of
awful.
wonder.
That's like when you're like fighting a boss in like Dark Souls or something like that, and these little like skeleton dudes will come up behind you and like randomly swing at you.
I mean, yeah, but
I'm
that's
trying to
how
concentrate.
that's how fights would be. This is training for fights. So the Fight Club has to have that.
Yeah, I just throw in a wand of wonder
Yeah.
effect every once in a while. Random effects.
That's just crazy, bro. So what do you want to do then in this Fight Club?
I guess it's a odd versus. Sorry, not odd. Ashaka versus Amp.
Are you guys wanting to
That's
have
the
an
first-
actual battle, or are you guys wanting to have an RP battle, or is this more of just like what's happening here?
At the very least, if there's a way to showcase this as like as a thing for like people who want to join Fight Club, then that's something that Corona's like actively doing. Like, join Fight Club. This is what you're doing.
You say that as you see it, like basically if he's fighting, like turn into a giant monstrosity. This is what we do here.
This is what we do. We train you for real fights. I can help train you as well as not heal you. Because healing doesn't work.
As soon as you get to the healing doesn't work part, after getting a few people interested, they leave.
Don't worry, we have potions probably, maybe.
Did we get a stock of potions for Fight Club?
Yeah, can we get potions for Fight Club? Because Corona can't heal.
Man, you should have thought about that.
Unless
before
we
making
can-
Fight Club, huh?
I
We
did
not
think about it. It was just more funny not to worry about it.
What happens if Fight Club stays in Fight Club, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. What happens in Fight Club stays in Fight Club. We don't talk about Fight Club.
And as we don't talk
Just-
about Fight Club, we will talk about library. Liv, what you doing?
Liv is literally just in the library pulling books, putting them back.
That's going to be very meticulous and long. So, give me both an athletics and a sleight of hand check.
I'll do the sleight of hand first because it's my only positive roll. 20 on the sleight of hand. Athletics. Let's the worst stat. Let's go. 8.
You are looking and looking throughout all these books, feeling yourself getting so tired at this point, as you will gain an exhaustion at the moment, as you have felt like you've been pulling books for hours, as we cut scene back to like Ashaka and Amp furiously having battle as they're coming at each other's throats, going back to you, Liv, as we see this book, no, this book, no. Just pretty much keep on going for hours until you find a pretty decently, like, it's like so basic it didn't make sense, but it's like a red book, no cover, as you pull that one, and as you pull it, you feel the cha-ching as you see as the door, or sorry, not door, the shelf in front of you kind of shifts open a little bit more towards you, as if you can enter it from the inside. As
Mm.
you look a little bit deeper uh, into it, you see that it looks like a staircase going deeper down, as well as maybe a few books a little bit really deep down there too as well. But it does look like it is dark.
Live.
Like,
I'm sorry, you're just super quiet. What's up?
am I just quiet? I could be just quiet in general. But I was
Yeah, like I have you turned up to 200%. I don't know why.
I don't know. I'll just try to raise my voice for now. But I don't know if you got all that, but I was explaining as you have found that of the right book, that the kind of shelf kind of like opened up a little bit more towards you. Now you're looking deeper in. It looks like a deep staircase going down with like probably a couple books probably on the ground more towards that of the more end of the stairs, but you can tell going deeper down that this is a dark place, like not like creepy like dark, unless you want to say it's creepy dark, but just dark in general.
Liv just goes, ah, I'm stuck forever. Is there a way to open up this shelf from the inside?
um there isn't anything visible that you can see on the other side.
Hmm. In worst case scenario, I get stuck. Liv enters, casts Pass Without Trace, and then closes the shelf behind him.
You enter on in, you pass through without trace, casting that on yourself as you proceed on in. Going down further and further, you feel like you probably went down about a good 150 steps overall. Once again, not feeling too good, especially considering you were already tired from that of your exhaustion you got from the first time. Um, Outside of that, though, you continue on, and as you finally get to the bottom of the staircase, you will notice that it appears like there is that of a grand bookshelves on the left and right side of this almost hallway, almost like the bookshelves themselves make that of this hallway. And as you proceed to look further and further into it, even though you do have your you do have your thing charge. What is it called? Sorry, what was the thing you have active? Pass without trace. There we go. I know you still have pass without a trace active still, but even with that,
Mhm.
you will see as you are entering on into this place, uh, what you can hear like the sound of a couple of books flapping. And as you take a little bit of a look, it's not hard to distinguish those are books flapping. But these books flapping seem to be almost in a shape together, almost forming some type of book bird of sorts, maybe. But you can see a multitude of these are flying around in this hallway. Continuing on, it's completely up to you, but I will say at this point you can tell if you go further past these things, uh, this is starting to look more and more like a dungeon.
Liv sighs and thinks for a second. I'm gonna go check on Samus. And walks out. He's just like, what happened to the little secrets? Why is everything I stumble into have to be big right now? I'm just trying to enjoy my school life. Why you gotta do this to me?
You can enjoy your school life. Go ahead, keep going.
That's not an out of character thing. That's a completely in character thing. Just I'm trying to enjoy my school life. Why's life gotta do this to me? But he will remember the book, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. When he exits, he makes sure if he can exit after he closes the door behind him, he'll make sure to close the shelf.
You can exit as you find out. You can just push it. That's why I said there's nothing visible. It was just push the bookshelf because you're on the other side.
Amazing. But yeah, he'll make sure to close it behind him, and he's gonna go find Samus. This is a day of all time.
It'd be an investigation, bro.
Welcome one and all to Fight Club. Get your popcorn here.
You
Watch
cannot find
the
Samus today, but you will
once in a
hear
week.
and see that of the flyers going around about the Fight Club that has been going on all day. Even though, if you proceed to go to the Fight Club at all, you will see as there is a crowd of no one except for you, Blue.
Hey live. Hey live.
Amazing. You guys actually did it.
Well,
Woo, Fight
I couldn't
Club.
find 4 people.
You are for well, I suppose Ashaka didn't want to join you. Anyways. Good luck with that.
Did you
Unless
find
everybody
anything cool?
no. And he's gonna walk away.
Okay.
Liv is currently the embodiment of, is that a quest I see? Other way I go.
Do what you want, man. What will then you guys want to do for the rest of the weekend then?
Oh. Given that I can't find 4 people, the Fight Club, I continue.
More Fight Club.
Yeah, just more advertising for Fight Club, doing Fight Club stuff, making sure I don't die.
Any,
Casual.
Anybody that's trying to get people into Fight Club, it could be a performance role.
Not persuasion. No.
No.
We love Fight Club. I wanna help. Hey!
With the amazing efforts of amping Quaby, and not, thankfully not Corona, considering Corona, she keeps getting people interested and starts talking about, but then you can't heal. And then people start to become uninterested, even though it's
Yeah.
like, to not say it would be almost a crime, but to say it is like kind of your demise.
Yeah, Krona's kind of just like muttering it at the end. Like, yeah, welcome to Fight Club. It's amazing. This is what we do. And yeah, that's everything. Just don't worry about how we can heal. It's just like the fine print, but somehow everyone notices it.
Maybe an imp though, you are continuing to help put out flyers, talking to people about the Fight Club, and you get a couple people interested. They're like they're like supporter students, but they're more so there to also potentially have a still good time while also seeing some good battles. So right now, you can log this down if you want. You got three supporters in your class now. Or sorry, in your
Woo!
group there. What do you call club. There, in your club now, you have 3 and a little extra people. Again, though, they're supporters,
Yeah.
so don't expect much from them.
Hey, it's better than no. It's better than it just being us.
Is it?
Yes.
Hmm.
The true DM statement. Is it better that there are more people now? Are you sure?
I mean, I don't see a downside other than. Nope. Don't see a downside.
Okay.
We love Fight Club.
Fight Club. The best decision I've ever made.
Fight, fun, fight. All right. Then, with that being the case, assuming that you guys aren't doing, sorry, Amp, were you saying something at all?
Nah.
Okay. You guys, assuming we aren't doing too much else over the weekend except for that, you can recover from that of your exhaustion, aka you guys will be getting that of a long rest. And I would say we proceed on into that. Yeah, pretty much into the academic week. But first and foremost, what are you doing? What are you doing, Liv? Because we wanted to find one person.
I want to find
specific.
Samus, but I couldn't find Samus.
You couldn't find Samus over the weekend, but you'll be able to find her over the week.
Yeah, he's just trying to to her about, the thing about training that she still hasn't talked to him about.
She definitely
Training.
is gonna avoid you every time you talk about it.
That's fair enough. Peak friendship
enjoyed
moment,
Fight
let's
Club.
go. We're going to just... We're basically hunting down Samus, let's go.
Samus Aran.
All right. So
She's a tsundere, we know it.
you guys did it once. I'm gonna ask you guys to do it again. Come up with a way that you could use one of your skills that you think that you could get an academic point with. I know we did a little bit slower last time, but you all will essentially get that of your skill that you'll roll, and essentially one extra thing that you'll be going to be doing over the weekend, or the week. So now that you guys kind of understand that, what do you guys? What do you each want to do? As this will be an academic week 2 for you, so that way you can earn some study points again.
Yeah, I think Corona's gonna do religion again. So going into that same both sides angle. You.
All right, we'll get that as a study point.
Assuming she still can't find people for the scavenger hunt.
He tells you it's fine. Take your time. He's in no rush.
He might. Corona might. I don't think I've actually done it a whole bunch. Can I try to go down to the pool of requirements, or is that inaccessible because it was in the bathrooms?
It's still accessible, but like it was under heavy repair for a while. So yes, it's still accessible right now.
Cool. I'll go down to the pool of requirements.
Okay.
What? Less to like grab anything and more to just like briefly, I guess, ask about the wand she has and like bring, because this is the place where she learned about the secret wand. So like maybe putting the wand in the water, Of course, she can't drop it, so there's just dunking her hand in water,
You feel as if
and just like asking about the wand and stuff.
you feel as if you try to put the wand in the water, but the wand does not go past the water.
I'll at least ask the pool about the wand. Be like, hey, I found one of the wands. What's up?
You get no response.
Good enough. And I can ask. I don't know what I can ask for. I just know that I can ask for materials. So I'm gonna ask for iron, I guess.
How much iron are you asking for?
1 ingot.
It usually just tries to give you enough for whatever you're trying to do or get with it, so that's why I'm asking.
Oh.
So
I was
like,
just.
that's why
It's
like
more
the-
just
the
Corona like
diamonds.
testing. It's more just like Corona testing what she can get. So she's just like an ingot of iron.
If it's just a single ingot, you'll have no problem just kind of like spewing out an ingot.
Neat. Grab. Goes up.
Now you use the pool.
Says hi to where are they? Faculty. Says hi to Malice as she leaves.
Waves. He sure comes back a lot here.
And hey man. You're lonely.
You're alone. With that being said, then I'm gonna go on to the next person. Academic week.
I will look at other people's answers as they're doing assignments.
That is crazy. What skill are you on?
A little bit of
A
perception.
little bit of perception. He said the answer is tasty. Who in specific are you copying off of? It could be one of these guys.
I feel like Glacier would be the one that would know.
Glacier would be the one that would know, but how likely are you to get her answers?
That's true. That's true. I will copy off of. Let's see. I'll copy off of Yorn. His father being the principal, he probably knows stuff.
Out of Yorn, out of all people, is wild, but all right. You get Yorn's. You somehow find your way to Yorn and start copying answers off of him, knowing that he's probably got answers being under that of what was the principal, what was ever here, and it looks like he's got some pretty decent answers. He knows his tricks, he knows his crafts, and maybe you got some off of it, maybe you didn't. In either case, give me not perception, insight roll, as somebody will start talking with that of Yorn, trying to pretty much stay away, kind of somewhat hidden, but you're kind of like around the corner, and it's not like it's a super hard stealth check, so it's more of like you're trying to listen in and decipher on what specifically they're saying, because they're talking somewhat in code, but between the code that you get, you pretty much gathered out of the information of they're talking about sneaking back into the school overnight again at some point. as the last time what they found was not all what they thought they would have. And you also find out that they were able to hide and escape from that of the two like night guardsmen, basically.
I'm assuming the second person slithers.
Yes, you gathered that pretty instantly. And with that, they do talk about over this next weekend that they're planning to go back into the school and trying to potentially get more answers and potentially follow that of the blueprints he has into following basically potentially deeper into the school, trying to find more of its secrets, maybe leading to that of potentially secrets of what has happened with that of the principal. Now, with that being said, optional mission, you could tail and follow these guys during the weekend.
Alright. Guess I'll have to do that.
All right, next person.
I'll try the same thing as last week. second time so often. No, it's the third time now, technically.
Gotta get more study points by studying.
I'm trying my best. Read some books. Am I better at reading books now? I am.
You're better at reading books now as you've earned yourself a study point. What do you want to do over the week?
I'll just look for an open space, probably the arena, I assume, and cast magic to like get some practical practice in, Try to control my magic.
Practical magic. Do you do it when there's no one else around, or is there a couple of people probably still around? Maybe even now. Like
He
when you do it-
practices magic in the Fight Club arena.
Let's say
Yeah, you
practicing the
practice
Considering
magic.
Considering that I have a realistic chance of blowing up, I probably don't want to do it with people around.
Well, one of the Fight Club challenges is survive the wild magic surge. It could be as simple as being turned into a potted plant, but it could also be fireball.
Well, I'll just stand in the arena and cast random spells just on the floor for fun. Just fireball the floor a few times.
I do like how Destin's just like vibing.
So, you said that you were trying to be here somewhat by yourself.
Yes. I do not want to fireball anyone on accident.
Let's see if we can find a time when there's nobody else really here. Give me an investigation or a perception.
No.
No.
You did not notice as you were going to practice your magic as, hey, it's a shotgun ant. Either way, what spell are you? What spell were you trying to cast?
I mean, who doesn't like fireball?
Well, as you go to cast that of your fireball, just trying to practice. It's not like anyone's necessarily in the way at the moment, but I'm gonna need you to roll on that wild magic surge table.
Oh, is it just instant?
How do I roll it here? Wild magic surge. Can I roll something here? No, I cannot.
Roll a d20.
It's no, not a D20. It's
It's a DR100.
on D&D Beyond. It shows as the D100. Can you roll it on the D&D Beyond? I know it's on there.
I can just roll D100 here, and
Oh,
I'll
so
just
his
look in a
wild
table
magic
myself.
surge always happens? Damn.
I cannot look in a thing. God. Let me just open it somewhere.
I know where I saw it. I just have to go back to it.
75. What is 75? Where's 75? bit weird of an end there.
Mm. 75.
Glow.
I glow. Yeah, you glow. Man's glows.
I see.
I glow.
Yeah, literally the moment that he goes and practices that of trying to shoot that of his fireball, you swear for almost a second as he's practicing that he himself almost looks a little bit more different, a little bit almost brighter, you could say, as let me just I want to get the good one for this. There we go. You have a bright light pulsing from him as he turns to be a almost human glowtorch.
Neat.
The fireball wasn't like it was just in the middle of the arena, so it didn't really hit anybody. You guys just came in the moment he was practicing.
I just glow.
He's just a glowing gnome.
Man's is glowing. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong so far. With that, though, we're going to continue on to the next person. That's between the shock and live, I think.
You want to go first, Ashaka?
Sure. The shock is just gonna do the same thing with the crafting.
Crafty.
Woohoo!
I don't really see how sleight of hand is
Hey,
crafting.
let's go.
Well, they're working on. Basically, it's like hands-on work, hands-on learning. You know, 16, you will get a study point. And put that in your study points. Yay! What are you gonna do with the rest of? What are you gonna do with your academic week, though? Outside of that.
Fight Club.
Do it. You said it. You said it.
Sure, she's gonna learn some close quarters techniques with Destin Greyhound over here.
I don't think Dustin's actually doing
You
anything.
want me to actually?
I mean, he is the teacher for the rest of the week.
Combat. I mean, you could. I don't think you have to go to Fight Club to learn with him. You could just go to his class. He just also happens to be at Fight Club.
He's a Fight Club teacher. What are we talking?
Manscaped's privately rolling dice. Like, I don't see that.
Just
Anyways.
just added a DR100 to wall to the white magic chest myself.
Anyways, you was Shaka. What did you say you're doing for the rest of the week?
Training with Greyhound or Destin.
Destin? That training. Let's see if you can keep up. Give me an athletics check.
Ooh, okay. No. Oh, maybe.
Barely kept up with the intense
Maybe.
training.
Yeah.
He's put you under for the time being, as you will earn yourself an additional study point over the week.
Yippee.
Bam.
Studying through
You
muscles.
be earning yourself more study points.
And with that, live.
I used my entire week to go to the place once.
Was
Oh no.
You know what? Liv's gonna take a page out of Amp's book. He's gonna look at someone who's doing well and just copy off of them.
Wow, so you're a copycat.
You might as well pass me a headband, a face mask, and somebody else's eye.
Eye. There's one singular eye.
Mind if I roll the perception?
I asked you guys try to do somewhat different methods, but I'll allow it this time.
Very well. I will make sure to do different things next time.
As we get a just whopping 25, as whose papers are you staring down?
You know what? Liv is just like in the far back of the classroom, brings down his eyes of the eagle, and just stares at Glacier's notes.
That's wild.
You know, normally you wouldn't be able to see her notes, or
No,
she'd notice you, but he's both too far away and has a magic item that says no.
Yeah. I feel like if Live could use perception to cheat off everyone every time, he just pass.
He has to
There's
be in
no-
the front of the class.
There's literally no failing for Live if he's using perception check him.
That's wild. You get your study point.
He rolled a 2 and got a 25.
Just,
I rolled a
just
9 and got a 25.
Like you rolled it was a 2 on my screen. even then.
I mean, to be fair, a 2 would have only been 7 less than that.
But yeah, on his free time during classes, if he ever has a choice, right after the classes, he's basically hunting down Samus.
Romance is really trying to get this tsundere.
bromance or romance. We'll find out here soon.
The Feywinder and the Horizon Walker.
Wait, she's in my classes, isn't she?
She's in some, but I'm saying like every time that you try to
Ah,
talk with
fair.
her, like she gets pulled away.
I see. Because I was about to say, if I do ever see her, before, let me just drop this concentration, because I keep on forgetting to drop concentration on things. If I ever do see her near the end of classes, before I approach, it's Hunter's Mark first.
That's a wild
But
one,
yeah.
But yeah.
The reason
Hunter's
why
Mark does
it's
give
Hunter...
advantage for tracking.
I know what it does. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying you're a wild one for that one. Just say you like
Yeah,
it.
no. Nah, she's got this one issue, and Liv's just like, you said you were gonna talk to me about it, so we're going by and making sure you talk about it.
They're both
Still
tsunderes.
investigation, or can it be
Yeah.
a survival?
Investigation or survival.
Let's go, survival. If it's Hunter's marked, it's a 33. If it's not Hunter's marked, it's a 16 plus 9,
Well, the thing about it is you're
25.
able to pinpoint exactly where she's been hiding away doing her training exercises. As she's been pushing herself quite a lot. That you're able to easily tell. But you do find her spot, and at this point in time, there's no one else around.
Do note, because I'm assuming she's getting pulled away, or he's seeing her when it's like a populated place most of the time. If Liv does get to cast Hunter's Mark, everybody just sees Liv go, now where is... Found her. Hunter's Mark! And then proceeds to... and then proceeds to just sprint.
Yeah, because you don't have the sorcerer thing to
Sorry, not even sprint.
remove stuff.
Casually walk, looking at the floor. Finding her anyways.
Just
Anyways. Yeah, Liv's just gonna wait for her to finish whichever bit she's doing before he talks again.
You're looking for Samus. As you will see, Samus is once again doing that of her training that she's finally gotten up to doing for this day, which seeming to get a little bit later into that of the night in this particular day, any of the days of the week, and things will wind down a little bit for you to feel like you have maybe a few spare moments to really start talking, if you will.
Yeah. Once she's done, Liv just says, "So, you're gonna have to talk about the thing that I know you don't really want to talk about, but
Why are you still bothering me?
because I'm a friend,
And
even if
as
I
a
can be an
friend,
ass."
can't you see I'm distraught enough to not be bothered when I'm trying to just do some simple training exercises by myself?
I always wait till after your training's done. Let's not.
I mean, that's a fair point, but that's not what I'm getting
Uh, No, that is exactly what you're getting at. You're trying to make an excuse to say, "Hey, don't talk to me about this," and let me just throw my body into, well, the maw of a whale and call it a day.
at. Do you even know what the maw of a whale is like?
I don't think you want to actually know the answer to that question.
I feel like I've been on that death's door quite a few times myself to know that answer. That's why.
No, you see, because that is a literal answer that I don't think you want the answer to.
Why am I talking to you again?
Because you're troubled, and honestly, at the state that you're in, you're not really helping yourself. You know it, I know it.
And why do you care so much about my own well-being?
Because I'm your friend, we just talked about this.
She kind of like storms off a little bit again, being upset, but like you can tell you could almost like tell she still almost like appreciated it, but like she's not trying to show it. She is quite flustered.
Look. We don't have to talk about it at lunch. We don't have to talk about it right after training. Right, I'm gonna find you on the weekend, okay?
Whatever. As she kind of just keeps going.
Oh, cool, take your time. I'm go find somebody else to bother at this. Yelly never gave me a sample!
What do you mean? I'm right here. As
So
you
just
see,
glances.
mysteriously, Gilly kind of like already behind you, like probably not even a few feet. Almost as if you see it almost tail wagging behind her.
I can't even think of a proper insult to call you. Live straight up, instead of like doing the regular turnaround, just goes, No, I can't find an actual insult to call you. You forgot to give me a sample!
They said, I shouldn't take any samples back with you.
Why?
The
Honestly,
cooking.
I don't know. I thought it would have been nice to give to a lot of people. Anyways, I've been wondering where you've been at. How you've been doing? What's been going on? I've been having fun here so far. I've been really enjoying my time here in general. Oh, I had to tell you about this class and this class and this class. She's gonna go on for probably an hour if you don't stop her.
Liv nods and responds to whatever question she asks. More specifically, when she says, Have you found anything interesting? He just goes, Secret library. Nothing else. Uh huh. Mm hmm. Uh huh. Yeah, there's a bunch of people sneaking around. No.
You
And
you can tell like she's listening, but then you can also tell like she just wants to talk because every time you mention those things, like as a very slight small mention, she does not acknowledge it.
oh, absolutely. At one point, Liv will straight up just say, Yeah, Yorn has the blueprints to the school.
Again, going right past it, talking about. So, anyways, my favorite kind of flower.
This is peak character interaction. Liv's just like she's not listening. I get to tell all the secrets, and it would not matter. Anybody else would be freaking out right now.
I think everybody else should be freaking out. Anyways, with that, you will spend time talking with Gilly as she's going to keep you pretty much actively talking with her for probably the next few hours, if not until midnight. So with that being said, I think this is not to say a good endpoint specifically, but we're gonna go into the weekend phase where I want you guys somewhat to decide on what's gonna happen for this weekend, especially because I'm gonna let you know for any of those optional missions. I do highly suggest whenever you do them as a group.
Yeah.
Whether you choose
Absolutely.
I'm
to
cool
or
to
not,
help out
can't stop.
anyone with. Yeah, I'm cool to help out anyone with theirs. I've been told that I specifically need four people, but I can't acquire 4 people. So
Well, however you guys want to do, however you guys want to go about that, I'll let you as players decide that because I feel like this would be a great stop for the day's session. So I'll let you guys discuss it as we will be exiting for now. Thank you so much for being here today on episode 22 of Soul Hunter Academy. And goodbye. Ba-da-da-da-da.